Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Welcome, welcome to the Doom blog. It's Neon Doom, aka BZ, back from the dead with clattering teeth. This is hurting my jawbones. Welcome to the Doom blog. I think I need to change into my human form. This is very difficult for me, being quite undead. Give me a moment, and I shall put my skin back on. Uno momento, por favor. Let's go to something that I can't see because dead people don't have eyeballs. We'll go to the pink logo. Oh, I feel a little bit more like myself now. Welcome. 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 One and all to the Doom Vlog episode 43. We're getting close to 50. Getting close to 50. Imagine if we ever hit 100. That would be just the most awe-inspiring, amazing thing to happen. We'll see how that goes. Welcome, guys, to the Doom Vlog episode 43 in the Neon Doom room. You might have seen the thumbnail that I put up. You might have seen the thumbnail. And you saw a DVD that might look familiar, unless you can see the title underneath my No Way bubble. You might know the movie. You might not, but if you don't, you should. And if you do, oh Nelly, did I score big? Did Uncle Brendan score big? I gave you my first name. I'm not going to do that again. Did Uncle BZ score big? Yeah, we scored big. And yes, my first name is Brendan. You won't have the rest of it, though. On the replay crew, you'll hear that. I apologize. I can't delete that out. So you'll know my first name. That's okay. When you meet me in person, it's like some people have, you'll get to know my first name. But here we are in the Neon Doom room once again for episode 43. You'll notice that it's slightly under the normal time I start. I will promise you something. Tonight, I had so many good plans. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. It shouldn't be. Is that better? I think it's this. I think it's that. That looks sort of better, I think. I had plans tonight. I was in here ready to start putting thumbnails up and getting this ready to start at 12. But you know what happened? And this is going to sound like an excuse, and I promise you it's not, because it frustrated me no end. is I check this and I check that, and yep, my bumpers and all my little bits and pieces were all running. I can hear them. I tested them. But then I got to my mic. I'm like, why is my mic EQ is not going up and down? So I went into settings. I went into microphone, audio, microphone, and then I'm like looking through. I couldn't find my microphone. It's a Rode NT USB. It's an expensive microphone, but it should be in there. Every time I've had an issue, all I have to do is go in and drag and drop and find it, and it's there. It wasn't there. So I had some updates that happened last week. I didn't think it impacted. The last vlog flowed, got shut down, no problems. Couldn't get it to work. I went into my settings. I could find my Rode microphone, but it was listed as headphones, which is weird because when I looked on the microphone in settings on the computer on Windows, it said I just had the one on the laptop, and I could not figure it out. I spent an hour of constantly and methodically getting frustrated because I couldn't figure out what was going on. Could not figure it out. Couldn't figure out what I went through all of the different people on Google trying to say, try this and try that. Could not get it to work. I was like pulling my hair out, and I was literally like a few moments away from just pulling the pin on the whole night and just saying, I'll have to figure this out in the week and just watch some movies and forget about it because I cannot get this microphone to work. And I was getting too annoyed to continue. So after an hour, I read somewhere that it might be a wiring thing, as in the USB connector. This is a USB-C under here, and to my computer's hub is a standard USB. So it might be needing to be replaced. So I swapped the cable out. That didn't change anything. I had a short cable, so that was a real painful exercise. And then I eventually... I thought, because this USB hub I've got here is kind of pulling on my computer. Not that it's doing anything damaging, but it is pulling on the computer. And so I thought maybe it's the hub. Maybe the hub doesn't like the latest update. So I pulled it out after like an hour. I pulled it out of there and I plugged it into the side that usually my lighting goes on, just my lighting, and my downloads go on. And then suddenly the microphone was there. I mean, I had to swap it from headphones to microphone, and everything came up in settings on OBS, which is what I used to stream on. But I had a tiny cable going to it. So I was like, right, got to pull that out. I got to swap all my hubs around. I got to put my light through my hub. I got to put my downloads through my hub from my phone and all that. And I got to swap and have a dedicated, it's got to have one USB port for my microphone. And then it worked. Can you believe that shit? Honestly, that, like, why? Why after all this time? Why? Tell me, please tell me why. Why after all this time did that not happen? Anyway, here we are. I haven't even let Instagram know that I'm here. Not that it does a whole lot at this point in time, but I will probably let them know soon. Welcome, guys, to episode 43. After the long excuse about why my mic did not want to work. Mike, how long have we been friends, Mike? Honestly. Look. Here we are, and we've got a movie. Oh, God, come on. Up here. Got a movie up here. I'm going to try not to. I might need to move the camera a little bit. Can I move it? No, that's not going to really help. I need to be this way. So I think I need to move my camera that way. Okay, now you can see the movie in the background. In the background is a movie. It used to be one of my childhood favorite movies, to be honest. One of my childhood favorite movies. I'm just going to do this while I'm talking. One of my childhood favorite movies, and I'm playing it for you tonight. And I want you to guess what the movie is. If you can guess what the movie is, I will be extremely surprised and very proud of you. Because not an easy movie to guess, and if you're younger than I am, you probably don't give a shit. It's not a movie that would be that appealing to anyone. It is a science fiction movie. Can I give you the year? Hang on. Have it got a year? That can't be right. It's got to be a distribution date. No, that's got to be a distribution date. Well, it says 1988 on the back of this, but that cannot be correct. I would say this is more like the 70s. I could look it up, but I can't be bothered. It's an old movie. It's an old science fiction movie, and I want you to imagine or guess what it is and see how you go with that. So I want to welcome Roddy to the screen. Roddy, welcome, Roddy. Hey, of all the things to fail tonight, of all the things to fail, Roddy didn't fail. Miracle of fucking miracles. Roddy didn't fail. Sorry, Roddy. I do love you, but you don't have a good track record. I'll be honest. You do not have a good track record. So welcome, Roddy. He's my camera. He's my best friend. He's my compatriot. He's my master at arm's length, literally. What can we say about Roddy? He's all-knowing, ever-present. No, hang on. I've got it wrong. He's ever-present, all-knowing, all-seeing, and unjudgmental. I don't know how I got that wrong. I've been saying it for so long. Unjudgmental. Very good to be unjudgmental. Please be a good person out there. You can have as many strong opinions about films as possible as long as you're a good person and you treat people around you as a good person. Treat them like human beings. We're all human beings, no matter, what class, color, creed, all that crap. We're all people. We all bleed the same. We all bleed the same. So for the love of mercy, please be kind to your fellow human beings. And if you do have something to say about a film, make sure it's about story, plot, character development, finances, special effects, all that stuff. Keep other stuff out of it. Just make sure it's about that. If it's that, we can cover a few bases. Be a good person. All right? Those opinions can be about that as long as you are good to people. Now we've got our lecture out of the way. Let us just recap. I think last week we had an okay weekend with our discoveries and our finds. We missed mail. I do want to apologize for that because I did say I had mail. It was only one thing. Still only have one thing. Have some things on the way. Have some things on the way. But we will get to that in a second. Okay, so mail will be on tonight. We have toys. We have trailer trash. We have beer. None of these are in order, by the way. None of these are in order. We have trailer trash. We have beer. We have toys. We have mail. I'm sorry, it's not female as well. But I mean, the person that sent it could have been female. I don't know. I mean, I'm not female. I'm a male, but could have been a female that sent it. Don't judge me for that. So here we are. And we're going to cover a few bases tonight. We're going to try and be a little bit more speedy because honestly, I know I had annual leave for the week and I know I told everyone I was going to watch the crap out of movies and I did watch a few movies, but honestly, I could have watched more. I really, really could have watched more. I could have spent much more time in here. But unfortunately, things need to still be done around the house. Then things need to be done outside of the house. Shopping still needs to happen. Dishes still need to be done. Random chores need to come up that need to take me away from the house to get them done. It is just what it is. So I enjoyed my annual leave. It felt very nice to be off for the week. But I really wish I'd squeezed in a few more movies. I got halfway through The Tourist. I was watching this the other day. But I got to it about like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was watching The Tourist. I was enjoying it, but I didn't get to finish it. So I want to finish it tonight, if I can, if this doesn't sort of take too long. And maybe chuck in another one after that. Because I've got a lot to watch in here, and I really need to just chuck 2 movies on at a time. That's the way it should work. All right, so I want to welcome anyone who happens to be watching. I don't think anybody is currently. Oh, we've got one live viewer. Welcome to the one live viewer. Thank you for dropping in. I haven't put anything on Instagram, and I will do that in a moment. When I step away to get the beer, I'll drop a quick picture in there. But thank you to the one live viewer. Welcome back to the Neon Doom Room for episode 43, live and up late, and drinks and chatting. That's what we do. We do drinks and chatting. I sometimes get a little bit tippy, depending on what my day's sort of had in store for me. If I've had a meal, if I haven't had a meal, it's more likely I'll get a bit more tippy if I haven't eaten a lot during the day, or if I mix my drinks, which I'll be doing tonight. I'll explain in the beer segment. I'm not going to give it away now. Give it away now. All right, guys. So we got one live viewer. Hopefully there'll be more. I'm going to move on to our very, very first segment of the evening. Obviously, we go from the ramble at the beginning and my excuses for why I'm here late. Introduce Roddy and myself. Obviously, you know me, or you know me now if you're watching for the first time. We've talked about the movie we're playing up here that you've got to guess. I mean, maybe you'll guess it, maybe you won't. I can't really say. There's some iconic scenes that might give it away. If you are familiar with that film from back in the day. Why is my head sitting sideways? Roddy is focusing. Are you focusing, Roddy? Are you being a good boy tonight, Roddy? Please be a good boy, Roddy. Please. Focus. Focus, Roddy. Focus. You're not really focused, are you? Last weekend, you just straight away focused on me. There we go. All right, let's move on to my beginning segment of the evening, which is literally about the things we drink and I try to get new beers where I can, but I don't always. This time around I did. So hopefully you get to enjoy something new in the drinking department. The lubrication of the throat. All right, phone. Seriously? All right, let's move on to beer.
It's got
Nope,
a fruity
that's
bouquet.
wrong. That's wrong. That's right. Welcome to beer. All right, so I have to step away to get the beer because I've had a glass chilling in the fridge. Not for very long, unfortunately, because after the disaster of Mike, and the messed up, my rewiring for Mike is now all messed up. I had it all, I mean, I'm not a super neat person, but I like to have everything tucked away. I had Mike's wiring all tucked behind the computer and wound around all this stuff. I had to pull it all out. Now I've got it in this weird configuration that I'm not liking at all. And that's okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to, hopefully if you see Mike moving around, it's because I've moved something I shouldn't have, or if you see the camera fall, it's because I've moved something I shouldn't have. If you hear things clank or fall, it's because I've moved things that I shouldn't have. And now I've got to come back in here at some stage and try to rewire this in a better way. Hopefully that will happen very, very soon. All right, let's get on to getting beer out of the fridge. So I'm going to go and do that now. Just give me a second. I'll go on, what can I go on? What stupid thing can I put on here? Let me just put on, what can I put on here? I need to get a decent step away bumper. No, I'm not going to do that. I could be right back. I don't really want to do that one though. Let's just do this one. Hang on a sec. All right. All right, just gotta find Roddy. He's right there somewhere. There he is. There he is. Sorry to make you wait. I did have to drop a quick update to Instagram, which I've got a pattern. I know how to do it, but it's just not always super quick. It's all there. It's just all waiting for me to get it done. Welcome to everyone who's here now. We got one still. We lost one. We still got one. Thank you. Not too sure who's here. There's no pressure. Don't know why I'm talking like that. There's no pressure. Just join if you want to join. Say hello in the chat if you want to say hello. If it's Mark's usually here most weekends. If it's Mark, he might join in later. I don't know if he's working or not. And there's no pressure on Mark either. But if I don't know you, if you're not somebody I know, or even if you are someone I know, just jump in the chat, say hello. Look, I'll write hello first. Hello and welcome. There you go. Hello and welcome from me. All right, so we are down to beer. Beer can often mean, or sometimes mean, beer and or spirits and or something else. You know, I don't drink a lot of port. I don't drink a lot of, I don't know, I mean, I do drink wine occasionally to the dismay of some of my friends, but I do mostly like beer. But yeah, it's usually beer or spirits, usually, for the most part, give or take. And I do like a German beer. So I like a black beer, a dark beer, a stout. You know, I like Guinness is probably my preference. Kilkenny's pretty nice. I mean, it's not something I drink all the time, but it just still falls into the same thing. I've tried some stouts. I've tried some dark ales. And, you know, there's a blacksmith's kind of style beer. But I do like many beers. I like the, what would you say, beer-eye? Is that the multiple of beer? Beer-eye? Or is it just beers? It must be just beers. But I do like a German beer when I can get one. And today I spent a long time in Dan Murphy's and I picked up a German beer. I was looking for a taller can and I was trying not to spend too much, but I did kind of spend more than I wanted to for your entertainment. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. Why is my lighting so bright? My room is so dim and yet my lighting's so bright. I do not understand what's going on here, mate. I've got a chilled glass. It is kind of chilled. You can see it's kind of frosted. I've got the Mandalorian This Is the Way schooner. And I have a German Pilsner, an Eichbaum, and it's look like that. It's only 4.8%, so close to 5. So I'm not gonna ding it for that. I chose it. There was other ones I could have chosen. There are a few that I really wanted to try. There's some Japanese beer I really wanted to try. But we'll do one thing at a time on this channel. One thing at a time. So we've got a Pilsner, 4.8%. Eichbaum, Sit. What's that say? Sit. Does that really say Sit? Sit. 1679. Nach Deutschem Reinheitsgebot. Pilsner. What does it say up there? Oh yeah. Says, what does that say? Brewed in accordance with the German purity law. That sounds a bit weird because the top says made in Germany and then it's made by the German purity law. Sounds, I don't know. There's something a bit weird about that. But anyway, there's a tree on the front. And I can't read that from that distance. It does say Deutsch. Gosh, that's a big word. Brautradition. Siet 1679. Since. It must be since 1679. That makes sense. Siet 1679. Private brewery. Eichbaum. Eichbaum would be the name. So what that's saying there is it's saying German. Traditional. German. Beer, German traditional beer since 1679 at the private brewery Eichbaum. Someone can correct me if they think I'm wrong, but that's pretty much what it says. We're going to open it up. I do need to quickly press play on this because this is just doing nothing in the background. Hang on a second. Have you guessed the movie at all? Look, you might guess it from some of this. You might guess it. No, I'm pointing the wrong way. Over here. Yeah, over there. There. Can you guess this? Oh, you might guess this one. It's got some well-known actors in it. It has, will it tell me? Donald Pleasance. It's got Raquel Welch in it. It's got Donald Pleasance, Stephen Boyd, Edmund O'Brien, Donald Pleasance, Arthur O'Connell, William Redfield, and Arthur Kennedy. Does that give you any clues about which movie this is? Hopefully it doesn't give it away. Let's just press play on this thing. Hang on. Oh, this should give it away. Look. Look. Let's give it away. He's sweating. Oh, Donald Pleasance. He's sweating. Does that give it away? That definitely would give it away. That would definitely give it away. Let's you get to see my butt for a second. Let's go. Oh, that stuff. I don't want to do that either. Let's just do that. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll play. No, I think this is charged as well. Awesome. Everything's getting charged at the same time. Everything's getting charged at the same time. All right, guys. We're going to try this beer. Keep thinking of things I want to talk about. We're going to keep it all in order. Keep it in order. Let's pour the beer. That's a Pilsner, so I don't think it's going to have a huge head on it. I don't think it's got a huge head on it. That's what she said. But let's give it a go. The glass is not as cold as it was before. Well, I could give it a huge head if I pour this the wrong way. Hang on. Let's do this where you can see me, even if it's over my keyboard. Oh, look how clear it is. Look how golden and beautiful it is. Slow it down. Come on, slow it down to a trickle. Trickle, 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 trickle. That head will go down very quickly, I think. Going down as I pour it. I was really hoping this can would actually... Oh, what's happening right now? You can see the liquid still coming out, and the head is reducing as I'm holding it. I'm really scared I'm going to get the shakes. Spill it all over my keyboard. $100 keyboard. Down the tubes. Okay, please stay still. Stay still. Still. Stay still. Stay still. Good. Oops, sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike. I shouldn't knock you around a bit, Mike. You've been a bit of a pain in the ass tonight. Pilsner. Oh, smells so good. God damn it. All right, let's should I give it 2 seconds for the head to go down a bit? Should I give it just 2 seconds? I don't know. Let's give it a go. Roddy, you gonna focus on me, Roddy, or what? Do I have to sit right dead center in the... Shouldn't have to sit dead center for you to focus on me. Gosh, that is so good. Gosh. Golly gosh. So good. Have you seen my shirt, by the way? I want to brag about my shirt. I found this in an op shop. Hang on. Very simple. Very simple. I think it was like $6 or $7. I just liked it because it was large. I'm not a small boy anymore, but I'm not huge. So I find things, I think this could be an extra large actually. This is an extra large. The other one I bought was a Gorillas shirt. And it was a large, but yeah, it doesn't fit me super nicely. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to get things that don't fit me, that I know, unless I lose a lot of weight, that I'm not going to fit, and I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to put them on a jacket or something. That's my plan. That's my plan. What can I do with this beer can? I don't want to knock it over. Let's put you down by King Kong. King Kong can look after it. I trust King Kong. All right, guys. So this episode, we're going to move swiftly on. Before I go ahead and do that, I'm not going to give anything away. I promise to the person that I've been speaking to today, I promise I won't give anything away. But I've been having, you know, how I've been talking about wanting to do something with other people, you know, having someone to chat to, because I'm in here mostly on my own. Sometimes I have people drop into the chat, which is absolutely what I want. It's what I want. But it doesn't always happen like that. The algorithm on YouTube is super derpy. It's not the greatest thing to have to manage. You know, they don't really treat you very fairly, and they think that because you're a small channel, you don't deserve to be given out to people. That's just the way YouTube works. I get it, YouTube. You're a bratty older brother that likes to bully your siblings. That's what you are. But I still try it. So I'm here every week. I'm here every week on a Saturday, at least minimum, because this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Whether it leads to money or not, it's not something I can talk about now because that's not really in my sphere. We all wish for that, but that's not something, I don't turn up for that. I'm just here because it's a chance to have a chat and, you know, be on TV. Be on TV, mate. I could be, you know, just have an opinion about things and have a chat. And I think at my age, I'm like 52. I've been told I look younger, but who knows? I got no idea. I got body dysphoria, dysmorphia, whatever it is. I don't even really consider my body anything. I just don't even know what I look like to other people. So I'm here just for the fun of it. Just have a chat, just to kind of to piss into the breeze. That's probably what I'm more here for, is to piss into the breeze and hope it doesn't blow back on me. But we talk about movies, we talk about pop culture, we talk about toys, we talk about, you know, CDs, records occasionally, cassettes, things like that. We love all that old tech, and we love things that entertain us. And they bring back that sweet, sweet, endorphin-enriching feeling of nostalgia. Nostalgia it's a drug, you know? I don't want to say the D word. Maybe it's going to get me dinged. I don't know if that's a word on YouTube, but it's a drug. You know, it really is. Nostalgia is something that I get it all the time. I see something, I'm like, wow, man, remember that? Remember that back in the day? And all these memories come flooding back. I don't know if other people get that as well. I know plenty of people that collect stuff do get that sensation, but I love it at the best of times. I mean, obviously we have bad nostalgia as well. We have bad things that remind us of bad things, and that's not something we really want to latch onto. But all those things that made us feel like a kid, that made us feel free, that reminded us of a time when we can do whatever we wanted. You know, you could ride your bikes all evening and to come home at night time, watch TV almost endlessly, it seemed. You know, those kind of things are great memories. And that's what this channel's all about, is good memories and good ideas and good thoughts about the things we love and the things that we collect now as older people. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 21. Your nostalgia could be from when you're 12. It doesn't really matter. That's not for me to judge. It's not for me to judge at all. If you're 21, if you're 17 and you've got nostalgia for something when you were 5, I mean, welcome. Absolutely welcome. This channel's not for an older person trying to tell you what nostalgia is. Nostalgia is whatever it is to you, you know. And if you grew up and your mum or your dad introduced you to something that's interesting to us, man, even better. That's fantastic. If you loved original 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I absolutely do, and it's something I want to really delve deep into a lot more, fantastic. If you love Scrabble, a Scrabble set that was from the 80s because your parents played it and you're really interested. If you like Yahtzee, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, good on you and welcome. Doesn't matter what you like. If you're a brony, I mean, like, I don't draw the line at bronies unless you're a weirdo. Unless you're a weirdo and, you know, you buy those. I'm not going to talk about it, actually. I'm not going to talk about the sicko bronies. But if you're a brony, welcome. If you love, you know, Care Bears, welcome. And you're a boy. If you're a girl, even, doesn't matter what you like, welcome. Welcome to the Neon Doom Room, where we love stuff that we collect. It doesn't matter what you collect. This beer is very nice, by the way. Now, what we normally do is we go straight into Let's Get Physical Media. And that's what I think I might do, because we've got a couple of things to cover. I would like to cover them, and I would like to not ramble too much in your face tonight to get them done. Did you like my skull mask at the beginning, by the way? Did you like that? That was fun. I had to disinfect the crap out of that thing because it came from an up shop. I was worried I was going to get like tetanus or syphilis or something horrendous out of it. Black plague, something off of it. I wiped the crap out of that thing until I felt like it was completely sterilized. There's jokes in that too, but I'm going to leave it alone. All right, so let's move on to Let's Get Physical Media, because we have some cool stuff to show you this evening, and one of them more cooler than any other thing I found. And when I say cooler, I mean, if you were on Instagram and you saw my reel, I don't think I put a reel, I don't think I did a short on YouTube. I probably should, but it was all done. No, I could do a short. It's just hard to reduce it to a minute, because on Instagram I did my reel for like 3 minutes. But if you saw it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you will be amazed. Be prepared to be amazed. Be prepared to be shocked. If you have young kids in the audience, please make sure they turn away. So let's move on to Let's Get Physical Media. If I can find it. There it is. Let's go.
Let's get physical media. I wanna get physical media. Let me hear your movies talk.
Let me hear your movies talk. I might need to update that. I think it needs music. It's meant to be based on Let's Get Physical. Let's Get Physical Media. I am enjoying this beer so much. It's actually very tasty. It's almost got a...
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Oh, cheers.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Oh.
It's got a fruity bouquet. And it could get me very drunk if I'm not careful, just like you.
What do they think? He can't hold his liquor.
Okay, so I'll go. I just really want to drink this beer, but we got some physical media to show you. And I also want to show you some of the things I am going to get rid of. When I say get rid of, I mean maybe sell. I don't know. I'm quite lazy. So, you know, being a reseller is not something I really want to be. And I don't hate resellers, but I don't like resellers. I'm talking about full-time resellers. Not a fan. If your job is being a reseller and that's you've gone like, I'm quitting, I'm going to be a reseller, I'm going to go op shopping every single day, I'm going to take all the good stuff out of op shops, you're not my kind of person. Okay, if it's a part-time thing for you, if you already got a job and you're like doing that and you're supplementing it with stuff from your own home, well, we're okay. We're okay. But if you're one of those people that spends your whole life taking stuff out of op shops that other people could find, yeah, you and me, we're not going to be friends. I'm just going to be honest. And you can hate me for it. I don't really care. But we're going to talk about some of the things that when I do randomly resell, it's because I've had them in my collection. I'm moving them on. I've got a collection of things that I've mostly got on Blu-ray that I can show you. But let's move on to the things that I found recently, because I'm pretty excited about at least one of them. The other ones are pretty cool as well. I just want to have this drink. Oh. Dang it, that is so nice. God damn. All right. Got a stack there. Got a stack down there. Got two stacks. We've got some toys, which was separated them out. That's okay. That's all good. We'll get to the toys after. Do a quick hygiene check on the channel. Oh, yeah, I was going to say we've got a person that I was going to mention before. A person I'm talking to about sharing a bit of a chat on the channel, like maybe sharing screens or something. And really cool person. Like, really cool person. Has their own channel, does their own thing. Actually met them briefly somewhere out and about. I'm not going to say who they are because we're in discussions about how to make it work. So I'm not going to promise you anything. I'm not going to say it's definitely going to happen. I'm not going to say that person is 100% going to go once, twice, 100 times. That's going to be up to fate. But hopefully, fingers crossed, and you can cross your fingers and your toes. And you can cross your ears if you can even bother trying to do that. That this person, this awesome person, might be sharing the screen with me next Saturday. That's the plan. That's the way it's going to go if all goes according to plan. So I'll leave that with you as a thought. If all works out and like I can manage to make Mike work, Mike, if I can make Mike work, and Rotten Roddy, if I can make Rotten Roddy pay attention, then this will happen. As long as he wants to continue with this. So cross your fingers and toes, cross your ears, and don't cross the streams though. Okay, don't, unless you want to. If you want to, just I'm not going to do it with you. That this person will turn up next Saturday. Okay, let's just leave it at that and be slightly excited, because there's nothing like talking to someone else and not talking to yourself. Always a good thing. Always a good thing, and it's going to stop me from going completely insane on here. All right, we've got 2 live viewers. Thank you, and welcome to the 2 people that are here. Feel free to drop into the chat and say hello. You don't have to. It's always just nice. It's nice to have a bit of banter. All right, let's move on to Let's Get Physical Media. To the second person, you've come at the perfect time if you like physical media. If you love physical media, or you even just kind of, like physical media, then you've come at a good time. Because we are going to talk about recent finds, including one absolutely phenomenal fucking find. I'm trying not to swear too much, but I am now. That I found recently that caught me completely off guard, that I never would have thought to find, that I was looking for, that I wanted, was on my list, and I thought I'll never own it. Found it. So let's talk about it in a minute, but let's go through our physical media finds. All right, gonna move the stack down here. There's no good place to put them. Unless I slide you guys across. Actually, you know what I'll do? I have to put the really good find at the bottom. Oh, yeah, and I've got those Blu-rays I never talked about. But I'm still going to put the really good find at the bottom. Even though I've got some really nice Blu-rays. Yeah, I've got some really good Blu-rays recently. All right, so let's have a chat about them once. Am I going to give them away by... Don't look, Roddy. No, I'm going to sort of give them... Can that go? Yeah, I might be able to get away with it. Let's see if I can get away with that. Yeah, it's not too bad. That didn't show anything. All right, one of these is a game. I'm just going to let you know that because I found it when I found a really good thing. And I picked it up because it's not like worth tons of money. For a little while, it was worth a bit of money. It's a PlayStation 3 game. But yeah, not worth a lot now. But I don't value things by what they're worth. Because once again, I'm not a full-time reseller. I don't like go out and buy things to resell. I occasionally do resell things that I think I don't need anymore. I don't want. I've changed my mind on them. Things like that. Or if I've got duplicates. Or if I bought them and I don't want them anymore. So first thing we're going to show you is the game. Now, there is a bit of a story behind this game as well. I know how much you love me ranting about things. And how the ramble continues. It's got everything in there, actually. But you remember I bought a bunch of DVDs and a CD single, which is in this collection. Yep, I can show you that in a minute. But I also bought this game. Now, I'll show you the game, and I'll tell you the story. It's not much of a story, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit. Found this game. Need for Speed, Most Wanted. It was $6. I was like, it's worth it. $6. It's a PS3 game. These kind of games are the games that people are looking for because even though the online features are switched off, these games generally work for the most part. It is a limited edition. It has the paperwork in there, as in the booklets and stuff. But this is a cool game. I've got this on my Vita as well. I'm pretty sure it's my Vita that I've got this one on. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure. I love my Vita, but yeah, I've got it on PS3 now. I don't think I have it on PS4 because I don't think they released it on PS4. Someone might correct me. And I definitely don't have it on PS2 because it wasn't released on a PS2. So it was a PS3, PS4 kind of thing, and Vita. And I don't think they released it on PSP. I have quite a few PSP games. I don't think I've ever seen it on PSP. Anyway, I picked it up. It does say on here $6. It also says on here, go to the front desk for the disc. I saw that and went, cool. And then I didn't think about it anymore. And I went and paid for my stuff at the counter. And I wasn't watching what they were doing at the counter. I just watched them scan write everything in. And then I put my membership card in. And then I paid for it. And I left. And I got home. I was really excited about the one really good thing that I'm going to talk about soon. And I didn't look in here. I normally do always check. But because it was a pick up at the counter thing, I didn't look in the case. I just assumed it would be done. Now, it was a young fella at the op shop at the time. And he seemed to know what he was doing, and I didn't really question him, and my brain didn't really go there. But when I got home, there was no disc in here. And I didn't notice it straight away. I noticed it later that night. I was like, shit, there's no game in here. My brain went, chill out. The sticker on the front does say, go to the front counter for the disc. Maybe he just didn't see the sticker. Maybe he's newer, or maybe he hasn't dealt with a lot of these stickers, and maybe he didn't remember to check under the counter or wherever they keep it for the disc. So I was like, all right, it's cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the receipt, which I'm sure I have, be in a paper bag somewhere, and I'm going to take this back tomorrow, and I'm going to say, hey, bought this yesterday. Person didn't put the disc in. Can you just check if you got the disc? Thank you. Couldn't find the receipt. Couldn't find the receipt. Of all the things, I always ask, do you want a receipt? Yes. Do you want a receipt? Yes, please. Would you like a receipt? I would love a receipt. I always ask for a receipt. And I always ask for it for problems like this, just in case. Because I know at some point I'm going to look, I'm going to go, everything's okay, boom, don't need the receipt anymore. Went back to the store. Oh, no, before I went back to the store, I'm looking for the receipt everywhere. Everywhere. Couldn't find it. Went through the paper bags I brought them in, not there. Went through the special hidey spot I have in my bedroom for stuff like that. Couldn't find it there. Went through everything. Couldn't find it. Went to my car. Found it in my car. It was just shoved into the cup holder. Took it back. Lady at the counter was very understanding. She looked at the receipt, looked at the game. Saw the receipt had yesterday's date on it, or the day before's date on it. Went through case after case of discs, couldn't find it. And I'm like, what is going on right now? Like, it's going to be there. She's pulling discs out from this one. She's like, I'll check under this counter. It's over. She went through 4 cases. She found it about halfway through the 4th case, the last case. She's like, it's got to be in here. It's the last one. I'm like, God, oh my God. I thought this was going to be easy. So she found it. So I got the disc. She apologized. She said she'd train the guy. Said, I don't want the guy getting in trouble. This is not what I'm here for. I'm sure it was an honest mistake. That's completely fine. Just let it go. It's all good. But I got the disc. Now the disc is pretty clean, actually. It's a bit dusty. It's got a few specks on it, but very clean. But look, sorry, that's a long story. But that was the thing that was missing. I was kind of freaking out about it because, yeah, she's like down to the 4th container of discs. She's like, oh, there it is. Yeah. At $6, the whole lot, so all of those DVDs came to 11. So it was like 5 DVDs, sorry, 5 DVDs, 4 DVDs, a CD single, and this. So $6 and then 5 lots of 1. So it came to 11. I paid 6. So I think he might have actually written this up as 1. I was trying to figure out how he got to 6. I thought there might have been a special one, but I think he just saw this and went, oh, yeah, media, $1. And yeah, so I think I got this for $1, which is even better, really. So that's the first thing. That will go in my PS3 collection, which is quite large. And I don't even play the PlayStation 3 very much anymore, but I got some good games on it. So good. All right, the next thing we're going to show you is I picked this up when I went to go and get the disc. It's Neil Young. I like Neil Young. I like him a lot. The disc is very clean. This is kind of like a, how would you describe it? I read about it. It's kind of like a stage play, but it's not a stage play. It's actually music. It's his tour. It's a tour. Neil Young. Neil Young when he was with Crazy Horse. So Neil Young and Crazy Horse. This has been produced by Sanctuary Midline. The musical concert was called Rust Never Sleeps. And look, you know, I see a lot of music DVDs out there. In fact, I collect them. And then occasionally I get over having so many and I sell them. So it just depends on what I try to only collect what I want to keep. But, you know, occasionally I do get over them and I only keep very specific ones. But I wanted to pick this up because it's a really, look at these Jawas. I mean, like, look at the Jawas on that. Is that weird or what? So this is Rust Never Sleeps. Can I show you the back? Where's Roddy's actual camera? That's the front. That's the back. So you got the needle and the damage done. You got a bunch of stuff on here. I can't focus on right now because Roddy is not focusing. There you go. Yeah, you got a lot of love. You got Powderfinger. Wow, is that how Powderfinger got their name? Cortez the Killer, Cinnamon Girl, Like a Hurricane, Hey Hey. Has he got Hey Hey Now on there? I don't know if he's got that one on there. Hey Hey Now. Introduction to Star Spangled Banner, A Day in the Life. Sugar Mountain. I am a child. Comes a time. After the gold rush. Thrasher. My, hey, hey. Yeah, my, hey. Out of the blue. Stage announcements. When you dance, I can really love you. The Loner. We're halfway to Cinnamon Girl, like a hurricane. Hey, hey, my, into the black. And the end credits. So it's a bit of a sensory kind of thing. So you got the Rust Never Sleeps thing, and then you got this booklet, which I love when you find booklets in these things. It's not super thick, but it's also not, I mean, look at the inside of here. Concerts. It's not thick, but it's also not little. And it's his notes. It's literally his notes. That is so cool. So if you look in here, it's like literally what he's got written on his pages on the stage. Look at page 3 and 4. It's got the visual effects and stuff listed on there. So the whole booklet is, you could follow the tracks on the stage. This is how I would have written playing anything, and then it's obviously got the actual type font in there. But I thought cool. Neil Diamond and Neil Young and Crazy Horse. That's $2. That's $2. But yeah, I mean, look, I find stuff a lot and I put stuff back a lot because I picked them up thinking, yay, and then I go, oh, I don't need this. I'm not going to watch it. I try to keep what I want to watch, especially now in the day and age where I'm trying to buy more Blu-ray than DVD. I need a reason to actually bring a DVD home because I want to know that it's going to stay. I prefer to not resell my stuff. I prefer to keep things that I know a bit harder to find on DVD and a bit harder to find on Blu-ray. So a DVD is more appealing to me because I know that, well, there's no way this will be on Blu-ray. And if it is, then it's unlikely I'm going to find it easily or want to pay, a huge amount for it. So Rust Never Sleeps, Neil Young, Crazy Horse, had to pick it up for $2. I think really, I mean, this is $2, but I'm pretty sure I paid $1 per, I could have paid $2 for that. I don't remember. I think they're about $1 or something each. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, I'm hitting you. Being violent to Mike. I picked this up, and I put it back, and I came the next day and I picked it up again. I have watched this show before in the past. I need to look into this a little bit more because I might be mixing two shows into one. The discs are smudgy, but actually quite clean. Season 1, TV show. Anyone watched Aidan Turner? Is it Aidan Turner? Is that the right? It's $3. I like paying $3 for things. I'm stingy as hell. Yeah, Aidan Turner. Poldark. Anyone watch Poldark? I have seen Poldark before. I know 100% I've seen Poldark. But I don't know if this is the same one as another one. I think I might be mixing with this one. This is complete series 1. Includes over an hour of bonus material. Not that I'm too serious about that with a TV show. It's 17th century. I'm pretty certain it's 17th century. Yeah, 1783. It's dramatization. So it's a period piece, and the costumes are glorious and beautiful, and the sets 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 and the props and the props and the props. I don't know what I'm talking about. The beer's not even doing much to me at the moment, but the sets and the props are just amazing. Really, really good. There is another show that I think I'm mixing this up with that's set mostly on ships. That was on a BBC production. I think this might be a BBC production too. 3 discs, 8 episodes, season 1s. That's not too unusual for a season 1. Rugged and gorgeous, and that's not just the coastline. Yeah, it's basically, I'll read you what's on here. It says, I need some light, so sorry, Roddy. It says, it's 1783 and Ross Poldark returns home from the American Revolutionary War to a country in the grip of a recession. His beloved Cornwall is on its knees. In his absence, his father has died. His land and mines have gone to ruin. And his childhood sweetheart, Elizabeth, is engaged to his cousin Francis. Feeling betrayed by everything he loves, Ross tries to rebuild his life with a new business venture whilst finding an unlikely new love in Demelza. However, He makes a powerful enemy in banker George Warligan. Cornwall's wild and captivating coastline is the perfect backdrop for this rousing historical saga. I have seen it before. I really only remember the visuals. I don't remember a lot of story there. I mean, it was quite some time ago. I don't know what the year is on this. 2015. So yeah, I have seen it. I think I am also mixing in my memory another show. Oh, I wish I could remember the actual name of it, where it's mostly a young guy like this fella fighting on ships and ship battles. And I can't remember, it had a very similar name to this, like just a name. But yeah, I picked it up. It's $3. I think I really want to watch something with my wife, and she doesn't necessarily love historical drama, but I just thought this might be kind of beautiful and rousing and period piece kind of stuff. Maybe she'd be interested. And give me a reason to watch it, you know, outside of the studio, outside of the Neon Doom room. So I picked it up. All right, next one. I picked this one up. I don't know why I picked it up. I already own this. This is the ultimate. Okay. This is not a special edition or anything like that. I really hope it's not a bootleg. No, it looks legit. I picked it up, and I think because I had 2 of these, and then I'm down to 1, and I gave 1 to a buddy, my mate Richard, who's an absolute horror movie buff. This is Freddy vs. Jason, but I don't know, I missed having 2, so I'll keep it, and if I get bored of it, I might sell it, but it'll go with my other one. I don't know why I need 2, but I just thought, I saw it, I'm like, oh, I'll leave it, and then I came back and was like, oh, I'll buy it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I did want $1 for it, and I did pay $1 for it. It is literally a Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees mashup. And even the people that hate it kind of love it. So can't really go too wrong. Yeah, and the disc is... Oh, boy. I don't know if I regret this now, but if you can see it already. Lighting. Look at the scratches. Believe it or not, this will probably play. Unless it's deep, DVDs are very forgiving. Probably more forgiving than Blu-rays, to be honest. Blu-rays are a little bit picky. I'll show you the disc I picked up, the music. I picked up Wasp, W.A.S.P. Sweet Sunset, sorry, not Sweet, Sunset and Babylon. I want to show you the wording in the right way up, but I picked this up for $1. It's just a single. Contains language that may offend. Look at that, it's old school. Look at that image, though. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do with that, but it's very, it's like a not negative as in the emotion, but like a negative, like in reverse. Like when you get an image and you make it into a negative, and then you use a color image over the top of that negative, that's what it looks like. But I like that old sticker, that's pretty cool. So I picked it up. I like old school. Oh, this case is super janky too. Wow. Can you see this? It's not to, is that meant to look like that? No, they can't possibly be meant to be looking like that. I didn't check the disc because it was taped, you know, poor man's security system. It's a real thing that happens in op shops at the moment, which is really freaking annoying. Oh no, no one will steal it. It's been taped. No one will steal it. We've used the sticky tape. Bring out the sticky tape. Bring out the... No, it's not masking tape. Bring out the clear tape. They'll try and open it. They'll realize there's tape on it and they'll give up. Okay, so we can open it now. Yeah, Wasp. There you go. Oh, it's got a few tracks. It's got 4 tracks on it. Sunset and Babylon. Animal. Oh, what does that... This is like a beast. Sleeping in the fire, and I wanna be somebody. Well, Wasp, you became somebody. I can't say you're still around anymore, so I don't know how that worked out for you. Disc is smudgy, but quite clean. I know I'm showing you the disc, but really, I mean, Roddy's pretty good at showing you how messed up discs can be, but look, that's pretty cool. I mean, for 4 tracks, I'm actually happy. $1, 4 tracks. It's not like it's 1 track or 1 track and then remixes. Oh, I just don't like that. Not a fan. Unless it's Utah Saints. I don't mind that. Anyone else like Utah Saints? I'm just going to put this up here. Put it up next to Ammonia that I got last time. Anyone like Utah Saints? Utah Saints, Utah Saints. Utah Saints, Utah Saints. I got 2 live viewers. Welcome back to the person that left before. Or maybe it's a new person. If it is a new person, welcome. Say hello in the chat. Oh, it's hard. I do so much talking. I've got to stop and drink this beer. Now, I only got 1 beer. Not enough to make a schooner, but I did buy some spirits to go with it. So that's where things will go sideways. A nice pilsner. A nice pilsner. All right, moving on. Now, these are all mixed up, so they're not all on the same day. And I did check this disc. I'll just double check it. Very clean. I like kind of B. Oh, nearly dropped the disc. I like B grade movies, and I like modern day B grade movies as well. I think there's a lot to be said for when people made movies. What year was this one? I'll give you an example. What year was this? Oh, this is actually Flashback Entertainment. Flashback Entertainment, on a side note, don't mind Flashback Entertainment, but when they just do things in 4:3, it kind of pisses me off, because I know for a fact they have it in widescreen, but they chose 4:3. Or they could only get the 4:3 television cut, which means they got it from a television cut, and they couldn't be bothered trying to find a widescreen version of it, which also means that they got lazy. But when they do the 16:9 versions of the movie, always happy, because usually the actual 16:9 or even anamorphic, usually the actual images are really clear. I mean, for the most part, give or take. I mean, you'll get some weird stuff in there too, but for the most part, when they choose to do, Flashback Entertainment choose to do 16:9 or anamorphic, they look good. I mean, I would expect them to be all jittery and pixelated, but no, they look really good. It's like, do more 16:9, do more anamorphic, but don't do, 4:3. It's just really annoying. But this movie was made when? Does it give me the original year? That's going to be the hard parts. This is in 16:9, by the way. That's what I was leading up to saying. It's from the Asylum Home Entertainment. I think, I'm going to say 2000s, but I really can't see a year on here. They generally put a year for the most part. No, can't see it. I'm going to guess early to mid 2000s. I like B grade movies, even if it's not, like, if it's meant to be the best movie ever and it was made with a lot of money, but it still looks shit. Sometimes you can be like, yeah, well, it's not very good, is it? It's just, you had all that money and you wasted it. But some movies are made with, just enough money to make a good movie, and they don't do a very good job. And sometimes I really like that. So when talking about like post-apocalyptic movies, this one's got like Patrick, please, what's his name? I don't know how to say that name. I'm going to murder it. Let's go Patrick Labiorto and Julie McCullough. It's Patrick Labiorto and Julie McCullough. And that is 2012 Ice Age. Always terrible titles. Terrible titles. And it says here, a world frozen over. A family torn apart. Yeah, post-apocalyptic. And this is what I love. It doesn't have a year, so I can't tell you. I could probably look it up, but I don't know how much time you want me to waste tonight. An epic apocalyptic thriller in the tradition of 2012 and The Day After Tomorrow. So look at these actors. Now, this is Patrick Labiorto, and he was in Jag. I remember his face now. He was in Jag. He was like, I don't know, one of the military advisors or something, or maybe he was like a lawyer. I don't remember. And Julie McCullough from Growing Pains. It's going to be B grade. Might even be C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P grade. But come on. You got the disaster scenes and themes. Be careful. Mature. It's got disaster scenes and themes. The Day After Tomorrow. That looks very much like the cover, but everything could look like The Day After Tomorrow if you did it right. The disc is quite clean. Actually, I'd say impeccably clean. For people that like, disc porn. Oh, did I say the P word? I'm so sorry, YouTube. You can't throttle me any more than you already have. Should start and the inside image is pretty cool on its own. I mean, like, just post up. You should do a save the Neon Doom Room from the algorithm. Some kind of I don't know, survey thing. Yeah, so I picked that up. It just looked suitably bad. Next, it's on my screen at the moment. I'm not watching it, obviously, because I'm talking to you, but I've got Stargate, the original series, on my TV. I mean, Stargate movies, phenomenal. Stargate series, for the most part, it's very good. Yeah, I was more of a Stargate Atlantis kind of person. I like that. But this is Stargate, the Stargate movie, the Stargate, the Ark of Truth. It's got a bit of a lenticular cover. I don't know which lenticular it is. Is it sideways? I think it's sideways. Can I even see that? Is it up and down? It's a weird lenticular one because I can't actually tell which way it's being lenticular. I think it's sideways. Yeah, it's sideways. All right. Yeah, the Ark of Truth. I'm pretty sure I've seen this, but yeah, it's so long ago. Don't remember. It's the action movie, the Ark of Truth. Lenticular cover. Always a sucker for a lenticular cover. I mean, when they put that out, it's not easy to do, and it is not cheap. So adding it in is always a good thing. Very clean disc. Very clean disc. And I think I only paid a couple of bucks for that. Was it a couple of bucks? $1. It was $1. And I've got some Stargate stuff, including the first movie. Pretty sure I separated out the first movie on DVD because I do have it on Blu-ray now. But yeah, had to pick it up. It's only a buck. Love a good Stargate story. Love a good Stargate story. Anyone drinking anything tonight, by the way? Anyone? 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 Oh. Oh. Anyone guess the movie? Can you guess the movie? There was a scene that would have given it away. Science fiction movie. And I'll give you a slight hint. It's related to medicine. Ooh, what does it tell you about it? What does it tell you? All right. Next movie. I picked this one up because it looked kind of saucy. And also, it has Billy Zane in it. And I thought this could be a really good, so good it's bad. It could be so good it's bad, like emotional, romantic thriller. Because it's about a rich man and his wife whose boat sinks, and the wife thinks the husband has died in the boat, drowned in the boat sinking. And the Billy Zane plays one of the ship. What would you call him? A deckhand. He plays a deckhand at Emmanuel, and they end up landing on a paradise island, and they let eventually their romance blossom between them, and then the husband floats ashore and disrupts the romance between the wife and the deckhand Emmanuel. Sorry, I beg your pardon. And suddenly there's the possibility for murder and mayhem between both men over the same woman. It's called 3. I've never seen it before, never heard of it. It does say, I'm sorry, YouTube, please don't ding me for the buttocks. Lost in Paradise, 3 arrive, who'll survive? There's Billy Zane. There's, I don't know what his name is because there's a $9.99 sticker on there. Billy Zane, Kelly Brook, and Juan Pablo de Pace, or de Pace. So the other guy is Italian looking. He's very handsome looking. If you like handsome, rugged looking men. I think Billy Zane's pretty attractive. Kelly Brook's fairly attractive too. Nice buttocks. Yeah, and I come to a little booklet, but it's just a booklet about other movies. And the disc was, pretty clean. But if you've seen Dead Calm or any movies like that where there's I don't know how you could put it, like fear and romance mixed together. That's what I think this is going to be. I think this is a proper movie. So it's 16.9, yeah. 16.9, and it doesn't say, yeah, it's region 4. Cool, awesome. I didn't double check that before, but it's region 4. So this is a real movie, and it's not a bootleg, and yeah, could be fun. In 16.9, at least it'll play properly. All right, now we're down to... Have I done this all wrong? What have I done here? What have I done here? I should have had... I put these movies in wrong. Where? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. So we've got 3 Blu-rays we're going to talk about. 3 Blu-rays, and we'll talk about the best find ever. I've been going to JB Hi-Fi off and on for a little bit now because they've had some of their movies reduced. Usually when you go to JB, and I love JB, don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing JB at all, but they haven't had a whole lot going on in terms of like cheap Blu-rays. I mean, of all the things to go cheap, I'm finding that there's a lot of 4K things that are going really cheap, $14, $15. And then I look in the Blu-rays and they're like, nothing's changed. So you're still paying 20 plus, 30 plus. And occasionally you'll find, like I found, what did I find? I found, I think Friday the 13th, I found for $12.95. That was pretty good. And a few other random ones. But for the most part, you're looking, especially for horror, especially for science fiction, you're finding things are not cheap. They're like $20, $17.99, so $20, $25, $30. Then you go in the 4K section, it's like, oh, there's this really cool old movie that's like $12, $15, $10. So yeah, I found recently they've had some sales on things, or they'll have them in the cheapy rack, which you'd never usually see Blu-rays in. So I picked these ones up, including one that wasn't in the cheap rack, but I picked it up anyway. I put this back quite a few times because I bought a few other ones we talked about last week, but I had to pick it up because schlocky, but I reckon this could be fun. I mean, it's not believable, but it's a science fiction. Moonfall. Anyone seen Moonfall? Anyone? Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, and John Bradley. That's just 3 people out of everyone that's in the movie. Yeah, but the moon gets dragged into a lower orbit and hits the Earth. But what's the reason? And is it really a moon? Look at that cool shuttle, like just floating above the Earth as it strikes. This looks cool. Could it be good? It's probably not. Could it be bad? Probably. Do I mind? Not really. You got to keep in mind, when I see people criticizing movies, and don't get me wrong, I do criticize movies, and I do criticize bad storyline, I do criticize bad character development, I do criticize bad sets, bad props, like the developmental side of things. You know, if you're wearing a purple jumper in one scene and wearing a red jumper in the next scene, I'm going to pick you on it. Going to pick you on it. If you have a nonsensical storyline and then you do things randomly for no reason, I'm going to pick on it. But I know this movie is going to have its problems. But it's a science fiction and it only cost me $15. So 15 is still kind of on the pricey end, but it was reduced from, can I see what it was reduced from? Can I see what the original price was? Let's peel this yellow sticker back. Look, as I said, this $15 reduced from the common price for Blu-rays, $20. Shouldn't have to pay $20 for Blu-rays. 4Ks, I'm losing my voice here, like the Pimply Kid from The Simpsons. If you've got 4Ks that are varying in price between $10 and $25, why in the name of fucking mercy are you charging $20 for a Blu-ray? I know that the companies still want to make their money back, and I know this was reduced probably because of some of those reasons, because they're not selling enough of them. Don't price your movies at $20. Come on. Blu-rays should be, if you follow the way that VHS, DVD, up to Blu-rays went, really, this should be, your Blu-ray should be starting at $5 and working way up to about $15. $15 should be top price. Unless it's a extended special edition or an umbrella release or a imprint release or any release, any of the other companies' release. You know, like 101 or any of those other ones. Sure, you know, you're adding booklets, you're adding like extra documentaries, you're adding all this extra stuff. I get that. Not picking on that, even though those are kind of pricey. I understand the reasoning, vinegar syndrome, etc. But when you've got common releases, single disc, not many special features. The special features on this, all it says is Casey Houseman speaks the truth. That's the only special Look, am I lying? That's the special features I get on this disc. Roddy, focus, Roddy. Casey Houseman speaks the truth. Is that what special features are on there, or is that just somebody mess up? But I just think that's kind of cool. I mean, regardless of whether the storyline's good or not, I mean, $15 will buy me a bad story. Go in the collection. If I really hate a Blu-ray, I'm not going to keep it. If I really hate it, like if I watch it and go, this is absolute trash, there's no way, there's no redeeming qualities, then I'll get rid of it. But I know for a fact that there's going to be something about some movie somewhere that was made, and science fiction, it's, you know, like you got to extend your disbelief anyway, right? So I mean, you can go like, that doesn't look like a real spaceship. Doesn't look like a real spaceship. Those special effects aren't believable, mate. I grew up in the 80s, in the 70s. You want to look at special effects? I'm astounded by everything these days. I'm not saying they're all perfect, but if you grew up in a 2000, 2010, 2015, 2020, and you're like, special effects are crap, I don't believe a single word out of your head. You had to really fucking want a movie when you watched a movie back in the day. And some of those movies were absolutely fascinating and absolutely terrifying, based on the most horrible special effects. But back then you're like, whoa, did you see that? So when you put special effects in a movie like this, man, I don't see terrible special effects. I go, well, could have been better. I mean, unless it's terrible. Could have been better, but, you know, I've lived through the worst of it. How bad can it be? I picked this up because it also was $15, and I actually like this movie. I don't know if anyone's going to hate me for this. I mean, I'm not into girl bosses, not the modern day girl bosses. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, obviously, like I just said. When there was a girl boss back in the day, and we never termed, that wasn't a terminology, that wasn't something we coined, but it wasn't something we said. When there was a kick-ass woman back in the day, we loved that. We absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's not the same anymore. But this movie's cool, and I like it a lot, and I don't give a shit what anyone fucking tells me. Birds of Prey, no, I can't, I've got to take my glasses off. The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I liked it. I watched it. Was it a perfect movie? No, it was not a perfect movie. Were there better ways of doing it? Absolutely, there were better ways of doing it. Was it adequate? It was absolutely adequate. I enjoyed it. It was what it was. I liked it. It went through all the spectrum of characters and funniness and silliness and seriousness. You got a good villain that just, I don't know, he's just an asshole and a psychopath that realizes that he can, without any kind of reprisals, take out Harley Quinn. And then she gathers around her a runaway girl and a bunch of badass women and, yeah, fights back. There's definitely room for improvement in the movie. It's definitely room for improvement. But, you know, if you've loved any of the Suicide Squad movies, can I say Suicide Squad? Maybe I should say Suicide Squad one more time, because I know that word. Unalive Squad. YouTube, will you accept Unalive Squad? Ridiculous. If you've seen Suicide Squad, and obviously you'll know what she's like. This is a good movie. Is it a perfect movie? No. Is it a good movie? Yes. In my opinion, it's a good movie. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a rollicking ride. I didn't take it too seriously. I didn't delve too deep. If you want to delve deep in it, go for it. Delve deep. Find things that aren't there, or find things that are just not even worth worrying about. Your opinion's your opinion. I'm not going to take it away from you. It doesn't mean you're right. Birds of Prey, $15. The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. There's some good fight scenes in this. I particularly like the scene when she goes into the police station with a grenade launcher, or like a rubber pellet gun grenade launcher thing, and just she's got a different rubber bullet for each cop. One has glitter, one's got like different colored smoke, it's just so fun. It's really fun. $15, I'm not going to say no. Really, honestly, like, what was the original price? I'll guarantee it's about $20. Come on, peel it off, peel it up. Guarantee it's about $20. There you go, $20. $5 off. I'll take that. That's a win. That's a win. Do I have Suicide Squad? I think I might. I would be disappointed if I didn't, but it's possible I don't. All right, now, they were my two cheap ones. Now, I was going to do these last week, but I thought I'd save some because I had quite a stack. I picked this one up. I already own it. Now I've got to find it and get rid of it. So I should really add that to my stack. But you'll know I'll do that anyway. This is a movie where I used to work for this gentleman by the name of Justin Dix. He had a special effects company, and he did a lot of stuff for film. Just even sometimes he'd just jump on film and work on it with other people because they needed extra people. And other times he did it because he was the special effects lead on it, and he would have a team. So his company was Wicked of Oz. I worked for Wicked of Oz for a while doing other things. I did the was it 2000 I might not remember now. 2010 Chinese Expo 2010. I can't remember. We built a giant clear blue transparent wave that everyone loved. I'll show you one day if I can drag up some photos. I'll show you. Beer's finished. We're going to move on to spirits in a minute. Yep, so I've worked for Justin Dix before. He's actually a really nice guy. There are some things there. Like, I've had other people say that he's any number of things under the sun, which not worth me getting into because I had a different experience. But yeah, he's also a director as well. So he's directed, what was it called? It was called Crawl Space, which I do own on DVD only. I would like to get the Blu-ray of it. So I went to the premiere of Crawl Space. Justin gave me tickets, which was really nice of him. And he also, I think he directed Blood Vessel. I might have to double check myself on that one because I didn't work on Blood Vessel with him. The only thing I really did on Crawl Space, I didn't work on Crawl Space either. The only thing I did on Crawl Space was the Wicked of Oz logo. I made it three-dimensional. So I came in, did some work in the studio, and I crafted a foam cut, like a sculpted foam logo of his drawing, or of his art version of his logo for Wicked of Oz, and I made it sit over a bunch of stones, like paving stones, not paving stones, like cobblestones. And then he got his team to then get that sculpture and then layer it with paint and moss and all that stuff. So at the beginning of Crawl Space, the only thing I've got input on that movie has got nothing to do with the movie itself. And there's no special effects that I've worked on that at all. He had a team and a bunch of people that did that. But Crawl Space, he had hit the beginning of that. If you watch the beginning before the movie even starts, his logo comes up. I made that logo. So I wasn't the only one that made it, so I'm not going to claim it's all me. But I sculpted it, and then the paint department, a bunch of special effects people mossed it out, painted it, made it look all grungy, put all blood in the gaps in the paving stones, in the cobblestones, and added all of that kind of extra stuff to it. But yeah, that's the only thing I've got to do with it. But yeah, he worked on this movie in special effects. It's a Jamie Blanks film. That's the only reason I'm really bringing this up. And in fact, Justin Dix was at my wedding as well. So he came to my wedding and watched me and my wife get married and go to the reception and have a big night, a lot of drinking. He worked on this film in special effects, Storm Warning. Now, I own this on DVD as well, so now I'm going to find this as well. I'm going to have to remind myself because I'm trying to make a stack of things to move out of here. So I know that I'm reducing. Storm Warning. Yeah. So I did own this way back then. I think I lost it or I misplaced it and I had to buy it again. But now I've got the Blu-ray. It's a Jamie Blanks film. What does Jamie Blanks do? He did, what was the movies he did? Urban Legend and Valentine. This is an Aussie drama, Storm Warning. It's about a rich couple in a storm that crash onto an island. The island's run by a psycho father and two psycho sons who are growing weed on the island. And they do some horrendous things to them. You're right, it's not a very pretty film, but they do some horrendous things to them, especially the girl. And the girl learns to, both of them find ways of getting revenge on the people trying to do these things to them. Some gruesome ways to get revenge. So it is a revenge film, like we like in slashers, in horror movies. It's a revenge film. But yeah, here's the back of it. This is the Umbrella re-release on Blu-ray. There you go. There's a nice diced off hand there, or hand or foot, can't see. Comes with a bunch of extras. It's got commentary, Jamie Blanks and Cameron Cairns. It's got audio commentary with Jamie Blanks, screenwriter Everett DeRoche, executive producer Mark Pennell, and producer Peter Ford, cinematographer Carl Van Moller, production designer Robbie Perkins, and special effects artist Mr. Justin Dix. New behind-the-scenes featurette, new deleted scenes, archival cast interviews, archival behind-the-scenes special features and effects, makeup featurettes, theatrical trailer, Jamie Blank's trailer reel, and short films and more. I haven't seen the cover of this, but I know the cover for a fact. This is actually boxed. That's weird that it opens from the top. So if you look at the bottom, it's actually boxed, like it's sealed at the bottom. Sides, front. Doesn't slide out from the sides, but it does open at the top, so it slides in from the top. Interesting. But we'll have a different cover than what's on here. I'm pretty certain. I haven't checked it up to see if it's got a different cover, but I'm pretty certain it's got a different cover. They usually put a cover on the sleeve, and then they put a different cover on the actual DVD or Blu-ray. But yeah, brutal film. There's some amazing things that happen in this film in terms of special effects. But I picked this up for the beautiful sum of $31. There's a reason why I picked it up, because usually it's around 40. Let me just roll this back. Peel it back. Yeah, so the original price was, ready, drum roll, $39.98, $40. That's a pretty normal price. But you, Umbrella, thank you for re-releasing this, Umbrella. We love you, Umbrella. I talk about you a lot. I hope you notice I talk about you, because you guys are awesome. I will do a more concise collection of my Umbrella. Oh, it's also numbered as well, by the way. It's 1468 out of 1800. So not at the end. I don't even mind if I was at the beginning or at the end number, but I'm 1468 out of 1800. Region B. Very cool. Storm warning. And now I've got to find my DVD and get rid of it. All right, down to... I've got more in that bag there, though. All right, let's move to the second bag in a second. This is... I just can't even explain to you how exciting finding this was. I really wish I'd downloaded it, but with my mic problems tonight, I honestly just didn't. I found this, and I literally a week before, just under a week before, I had been thinking about this film and just feeling really a bit despondent about the fact that, how am I going to find this film? I watched the trailer again. I was like, this movie's been talked about a lot by collectors. A lot of people just say how they love this film. In America, obviously, you probably just find it in an op shop. You'd be like, oh, yeah, I just found this movie in an op shop. Oh, yeah, there was 10 of them there. I picked up one of them. America seems to have all the best stuff. Australia, without seeming like I'm whining, seems to have nothing. Once again, resellers, if you're turning up at 9 o'clock when places open, then, yeah, you're probably finding stuff. But I found this, guys. I don't care what anyone thinks. I found this. I found it. And I found it just scrolling through. I'm like, nope, no way, no, don't need that, no, I'm not interested. DVD, going through all the DVDs. Because I usually scan first and I look for the short ones. I'm like, any Blu-rays, no. DVD, all the way through. Usually it's like, don't need that. Look, I see stuff I love. But I've got to say no, because I don't have... Look at my room, for crying out loud. I just neatened up all my shelves over here, right behind me. They're double ups, by the way. I made shelves to fit behind them, so they're all double ups. So one sits behind the other. I don't have any room left. What do you want me to do? I could collect everything, but the chances of me watching all of this stuff, very slim. So I've got to be really picky. If I get DVDs, it's got to be very specific. It's either going to be A, horror, really good B-grade science fiction, or like post-apocalyptic, such as, what was that movie? Cyborg Hunt? Cyborg Hunt. I didn't say what you thought I said then. I said Cyborg Hunt. Cyborg Hunt. Cyborg Hunt. That's what I said. Yeah, if I found that, 100%, I'd be all over it. I'd be like, sweet, this movie's so cool, because it's kind of hard to find. It's rare. Yeah? It's not Full Moon. What was the... I need to look it up. There's a... Could it be Full Moon? It could have been Full Moon, actually. It's possible it was Full Moon. But then I found this. scrolling through, nothing. I found a few random things. I found that 3 movie. I found Poldark and something else that could be in my list up here. And then I looked and I went, if I see Halloween style movies, I always go and I go, all right, that's not the movie. It's going to be something else. And usually it is. I'll be like, this movie's just a movie about kids going trick-or-treating. It's a movie about Halloween. But then I looked at this one. I'm like, there's something odd about the actual text. Then I saw Umbrella's old logo on the top of it. And I pulled it out. And if you watch my Instagram reel, you'll see that I pulled this movie for $1. You ready? Are you ready? Here it comes. Red Horror Case. And I saw this title. I'm like, nah, this is going to be like a schlocky Halloween movie that's not important. Look what I found, people. Look what I found. Roddy, please focus. Look what I found. I don't know if this is the original cover. I don't know what it was released like in America. I don't know if they changed the cover in Australia. But this was the Umbrella re-release of Trick or Treat. Mark Price, Gene Simmons, special appearance by Ozzy Osbourne. This is you do not find this movie. You do not find this movie. I got to tell you something. I'm going to bring Mike closer. You do not find this movie. You do not find this movie. It's unfindable. You would be so fucking lucky if you stumbled across this movie. And yes, it's not a Blu-ray. I get it. I say in my reel, unlikely for me to find the Blu-ray. If I find the Blu-ray, I'm buying it from maybe the UK because we share a region coding there, and I'd be paying 4, 5, 6 times what it's worth. I'm thinking $50 to $70, maybe $100 tops, right, for a Blu-ray of Trick or Treat. I found Trick or Treat in a horror red clear case. Come on, turn around. In a clear red, blood red case. The disc is super clean. Don't believe me? Don't believe me? I'll freaking show you. Come on, Roddy. Look at that. Look at that fucking disc, man. I found this in a horror case. That's a professional made horror case that they would have in horror collections. This is Trick or Treat, the rock and roll horror movie I found in this case on DVD in an op shop amongst a bunch of trash that I wasn't interested in for $1 fucking $1. $1. Look, I'm only going to say it about this one movie tonight. I cannot believe it. I just can't believe it. Even now I'm holding it. I'm looking at it just going, are you fucking for real? I know I've got a huge shelf full of horror movies, but this movie almost trumps most of them. This is a movie I've been wanting in my collection. This is a movie I've been watching the trailers for. That I've been going, oh God, I'm just never going to find the fucking thing. I'll cave eventually and I'll pay $50, $70 for it on Blu-ray if I can find it. I'll pay like $20, $30 for it on DVD if I'm lucky to find it. Plus postage probably. I found it for $1. $1. $1 Rooney. $1 Buckaroo Banzai. I'm going to take the $1 sticker off. I don't need to go on about it anymore. Let's take it off. Look there. Trick or Treat. This movie is just a fucking amazing movie. It's the revenge of a rock and roller come back from the grave. Blistering sounds and special effects in a hilarious tale of rock and roll gone wrong or gone bad. Dude, guys, if you follow me at all, and if you follow me and you raise your fists in the air when I win and you boo when I lose, please go ahead and raise your fists in the air right now because I have found an Umbrella re-release. This is an official re-release by Umbrella. It's got an M rating in a blood red horror case with a clean, pristine disc in it at an op shop for $1 fucking $1. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it. All right, I found House 3 and House 4, and I was kind of like, yeah, but the discs were not that clean. I was taking a risk, and it was a great find. Never did find 1 or 2, but like I find horror movies, but this is Trick or Treat, man. This is Trick or Treat. This is a seminal horror movie from that time period. That's all I'm going to go on about. Like, I just need to tell you, this is just amazing. I'm still shell-shocked. I'm still shell-shocked. $1. So fucking stoked. So fucking stoked. Let's move on. I'm just way too excited about it. All right. I forgot about this Blu-ray as well. This is another one I found slightly afterwards. I'd seen the trailer for this and been really intrigued. Really intrigued. I need to get another drink out of the fridge in a second because I need to drink and there's nothing left in my beer glass. But let's talk about Azrael. I picked this up for $17.50, but it was $40. It was a $40 movie. This is like the Rapture. This is after the Rapture. All of the people that are like, you know, the true saints and lovers of God have left the earth. The only people left on the earth. This is assuming religion is real, God is real, saints and sinners are real. All of the worthy people are taken off the earth, and the only people left were the sinners. And they decided that because they were sinners, they were going to cut out their voice box or just ruin their voice box, that nobody talks. And this woman gets sacrificed, or goes to be sacrificed. It's called Azrael. Goes to be sacrificed to the black creature in the woods that I think is left by God to slowly pick off humanity while they try to survive. They sacrifice her, tie her to a chair, turn their backs, and let her be taken. Except she's not willing to be taken. She's not willing to be taken. She fights against it. She runs away. The black creature in the woods starts taking out the people that went to sacrifice her, and then they're after her. So this is a road revenge movie. After the rapture, those left on Earth will suffer in silence. Very intriguing. Please go ahead and see the trailer. We might have a look at the trailer maybe in Trailer Trash tonight, if we make time enough for ourselves for it, because it's 3 in the morning now. But I had to pick it up. It was definitely reduced. I do believe it was originally about 30 or $40, because they had that sale. It was in the sale bin for $17.50, and I went back to it and I said, I have to pick it up. It's something I just really wanted. I just saw the trailer and decided that's enough. That's all I need. You've given me enough. I want this movie. She doesn't yell, talk, scream, carry on. Everyone's silent. I think there's some grunting. I don't know how you grunt with noise if you got no voice box, but yeah. But yeah, once again, Umbrella, thank you so much for re-releasing this, or for releasing it after it's been at the cinemas. Azrael, if you have seen it, leave a comment in. Leave me a response in the comments. Tell me if you liked it. Don't give away anything, please. All right, now I'm going to go and get some alcohol out of the fridge. I'm going to swap cups. I'm going to quickly down that because I need the ice. It's 3 in the morning. Let's do a quick hygiene check because I've been talking and talking and talking. No more live viewers. Oh, everyone left me. It says 2. I think I had the same person drop in to say hello twice, but they didn't really say hello. They just... Yeah, no, they've all left. This is 1 view. How can it be 1 view? 2 live viewers. It must have been the same person. All right, look, you can be a replay crew. It's completely fine. No skin off my nose. I'm going to go and get a drink out of the fridge. Let's see if I can put the fireplace on. Have I got the fireplace? Oh, I won't make Dwaylen? No, who is it that does it's got a fruity bouquet. I'm not going to do this over and over.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Ah, cheers.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Ah, cheers.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
I'm not going to do that to you. What I'll do is I'll just find the fireplace because that's a little bit longer. Just give me a second. I'll mute the microphone. I'll go and get the drinks out of the fridge. All right. Relax. Relax, everybody. All right, no one's watching. That's okay. Let me just talk to myself for a bit. Where is Roddy? You rotten Roddy, you. There we go, rotten Roddy. Okay, have you guessed the movie yet, by the way? I'm going to point straight up. Guess the movie. I promise I'll try to tell you this time around. The last movie was... What was the last movie? It was... The last... Good Friday? No. Good Friday. Good Friday? Oh. I put it in the chat last time, but I'll just tell you at the end of the episode what this one was. This is a science fiction movie. It's already ended. I've already begun it. Now, for my second drink of the evening, let me just get rid of that screen thing. I picked up tequila, lime, and soda. So this might really fuck me up, but they were like doing these $4 each. The last beer was like $7 or something for a can. I don't like to pay that much, but this is a Mexican beer. Sorry, not beer. This is also called ranch water. Also known as ranch water. This is tequila, espolón, lime, and soda. 4.5% alcohol volume. Not super strong. But we're going to pour it into our where are we? Into our Star Wars glass here. It's got a bit of ice in the bottom just to make it a bit chilled. Oh, very limey. Very limey. There won't be any head on this, surely. And if there is, it'll disappear. There we go. So I picked up 2 of these and 1 beer. I could have got 4 beers, 6 beers. I chose just to get this instead. Yeah, it's nice. It's not too strong. All right, moving right along. Let's get the second bag out. These are from today. First thing I'm going to show you, I got these from Savers. I went to Savers just because I could. My daughter had a sports thing, out of school thing that she was doing. And I said to her afterwards, do you want to come to Savers with me? And she said, sure. So we went to Savers, had a look around. There wasn't really a whole lot there, unfortunately. I'm just peeling this stuff off the outside. But I found a couple of things. And I put a lot back because I was like, I don't really need that. And I don't really need that. And I really don't need to spend the money on that. But I picked up this because they overprice. Oh my God, this is so overpriced. They're CDs. I could have picked up at least 5, 6 CDs today, but they like wanted anywhere between $4 and like $8 for each one. The disc is very clean. Super happy about that one. I have their first album. And this is this. Well, not their first album, sorry. I got their second album, Ignition. And this is their third album, Ixnay on the Hombre. Do you know who it is? The Offspring. Come on. Come on. I would have loved to find their first album, but I found Ignition last time, and now I found Ixnay on the Hombre, and of course I'm going to pick it up. Of course I'm going to pick it up. But look at the price. Let me just show you the price to make you laugh. This is the price that we're charging for a second-hand disc. $5.49. And they're arbitrary too. It's just like random prices. They used to be $2 each. Used to be $2 per CD. Across the board. Every CD there, $2 each. Now you're getting this. You're getting this price. Or $3.99. Or $8. Or $7. Or $12. Why, Savers? Why? Why? I'm not going to show you the disc. It's actually very clean. It's in there. And of course I picked it up. I just had to. I don't know what to say. Some things I'll just go, yeah, I'll pay that. Because where else am I going to find it? Now we'll have to change the jewel case out because it is cracked. You can see the crack there. Come on, rotten Roddy. There's a crack in it. But yeah, picked it up. And it will go next to Ignition. So that's awesome. And the rest of these are movies. Or mostly TV shows, to be honest. Alright, so let's go through them quickly so we can move on to the next segment. There were 2 Red Dwarf ones. I picked up Red Dwarf original series, Series 1. Now, I have a lot of Red Dwarf, like a lot. I wouldn't say I have a complete set. I have like some complete, the funny bits and all that stuff. I've got I've got sets. But this is season 1, Red Dwarf season 1. I love Red Dwarf. I grew up watching a lot of BBC when I was younger, and I most definitely love Red Dwarf. Now, this has a cracked, like the thing that holds this, the little arm things that hold these are cracked. The discs are pretty clean, so I'm not going to show them to you. So I've got Series 1. I got Red Dwarf. I missed 2, but I got Series 3. Can I tell you something fun about Series 3, though? Let me just show you. Hang on, let's move these out of the way. Love Red Dwarf. Like, love Red Dwarf. I opened this in the store. I was like, what the hell? Let me show you. Red Dwarf Series 3. Plus bonus material, of course. They're about $5 each. There you go. $5 each. Not a price I'd like to pay. I'd prefer $3 for a series, but it's okay. But when I opened it up, I didn't check the disc, did I? Let me just double check. Smudgy, but clean. 3 and 3. Look what I found on the inside. Just look. In here, the postcards. The postcards are still in here. Can I take it out? Sorry, Mike. Keep hitting you, Mike. Comes with the booklet, and it comes with the postcards. Is it more than one card? I didn't open it. And the booklet. It's got a booklet in here. Of course, a little booklet. Let me just show you the booklet. Little booklet. And it's got stuff about Starbug and Red Dwarf and the crew and blah, blah, blah. But look, comes with this little parcel in here. It has the postcards. I think there could be only a couple. There you go. So that's the first one. What does it say? Thank you, Smeg. Thank you, Smeghead. Second one is happy birthday. Is it happy birthday, Smeghead? Yeah, happy birthday, Smeghead. Merry Christmas, Smeghead. So it came with 3 cards, and I got them inside. They weren't taken out. That's unusual. So once again, I'm not a reseller, so I don't really plan on getting rid of these. I just love that. I just love that it comes with that because I love that stuff. Does it come out? Does it get put around the room? No. A younger me would have made that mistake. Take them all out, get blue tack all over them, ruin them. But no, not me. Really stoked with that. Discs were... Ugh. Oh, come on. Quite clean. Like I said, a little bit smudgy, mostly clean. Can we get this to work? Go back the way you came in. Man, postcards in a movie. Fantastic. If you're on Replay Clue, can you please tell me, have you watched any Red Dwarf? Do you like BBC? Do you like UK comedy? How did I not get this to work? Just went back in the same way. Come on, you can fold. Do you like BBC comedy? Because I grew up on a lot of BBC comedy. Oh, please, just go in. Why are you being difficult? Came out. You go back in. Do you like BBC comedy? I like the UK sense of humour. So I can't imagine why you would hate them. Come on, go that way. Why am I getting this wrong? I literally all I did was take you out. And now you're not going back in again. Fold. That's close enough, surely. Why you not do what I ask you to? Oh, why? Oh, it's probably because there's air in it. Didn't consider that. Let's get the air out of the package. Yeah, I need to flatten it. Get the air out and then do it. Will you work now? Will you please work now? I often wonder why it's so hard for things to go back into other things when all you did was open it up and have a look. Come on. That's a little bit better. There you go. Had to get the air out of the package. The next one I picked up is, I think it was 16.9. Yeah, it's in 16.9, so I was a bit surprised. And the disc, this is a Flashback Entertainment. Once again, oh, that's very clean. Not surprising, because that seems like a fairly recent release. What's on the back? Other titles. Oh, yeah. Cool. Never heard of it. It's another horror movie. Horror Goes Retro, James Russo, Thomas Calabro, Ashley Lawrence, Sean Kurtz. He just wants your skin. Chill. Never heard of it. Does say M. Moderate horror violence, moderate sex scene and nudity, moderate coarse language. Something with a lot of blood on the front. I don't know how that could be the case. But it's a icy, winter cold horror movie. Probably B grade. I'm not going to read you the whole thing on the back, but it is Flashback Entertainment, as you can see, and it is showing 16:9. So hopefully the transition to the film is in good quality. I picked this one up because I like this band. Is it 2 discs? No, it's single disc. Disc is a bit kind of messy on the back, but not broken. I'm a Police fan, and I don't mean the Pigs. I don't mean the Popo. Don't mean 5-0. The band, the Police. I've got actually some of the only records I still have from back in the day that are now worth more. They're like first or second pressings. Is my Police collection. I had to pick it up. It was only $2. And it has all these tracks on it. Once again, I told you I collect music DVDs. I had to have the Police one. Come on, Rotten Ready. Message in the Bottle. Every little thing she does is magic. Like, you've got a lot of good stuff here. Picked it up. $2. Last one. I picked this up mostly because I've seen the series. And I quite like the series. But I want my daughter to watch the series. And, you know, teenagers. They always think they've figured out what the best things are to watch. I got my kids into... Oh, that case is a little bit crunchy. Very clean, actually. Into Arcane. I told her about Arcane. She watched it. She told me that someone else told her about it, but I was like, no, I told you about Arcane. Arcane's great. And I'm not letting you tell me someone else told you about it. But I told her to watch this series, and she said, oh, yeah, I'll get around to it. And she hasn't watched it. So I wanted to watch it, because this is actually a good series. Yeah, it's teens, based on a book. Great series. Really fun. Really fun. Is it perfect? No. But it's fun. The 100. Really, really fun series. Great young actors in it that did a great job of each of their characters. Now, I haven't read the book. Don't really plan to. But you're just going to need to know. This is first season. That it's actually good. It goes in a lot of different directions. I mean, the set dressings and stuff, I'm sure a lot of it was CGI, but they did a really good job of it. So that's the last thing I'm going to show you. And I want my daughter to watch it. I'll watch it with her if I have to, in terms of like trying to convince her to do it. But yeah, great little TV series. All right, we're out of physical media. Go back to tequila. $3.21. We don't want to take too much longer. I'm only going to get a couple of hours to watch something. All right. What should we move on to next? Should we watch the trailer? Should we do trailer trash? Or let's do toys first. Let's do toys. Is anybody watching? I don't think Mr. Mike McBride's here with us this evening. He would have dropped in and said hello. We've got no live viewers. That's absolutely fine. All right, let's move on to toy talk. Let's do toy talk. We've got Replay Crew anyway. If you're Replay Crew, I still totally 100% love you and respect you. You're my crew. Fist bump. You're my crew. High five. So, let's just have this. Hang on. I've been talking for a long time. I just need to have a stop for a second. I'm getting sweaty in here. I've got the fan. I don't know if you can hear it or even see it. Can you see? There's my fan. I bought that fan just for this room. It's got stickers all over the fans, which slows it down sometimes. That tequila and lime and soda is very nice, actually. Very, very nice. All right, so we're going to move on to Toy Talk. So let's do Toy Talk right now. Let's go Toy Talk.
Toy Talk.
Oh, I went too fast. Sorry, I cut you off. Go.
Toy Talk.
How impulsive of me. I just clicked the wrong thing at the wrong time. All right, we're going to do toy talk. I picked up a couple of toys recently. Look, not a whole lot to write home about, but I don't really have the room for stuff in here anyway. And I haven't really found a whole lot of stuff. Like, I've seen some resellers complaining on Instagram about how little there is out there at the moment and asking other resellers if they're okay. Are you okay? I could give a shit. I'm sorry. If you guys are complaining about not being able to find stuff in op shops for your full-time reseller job, I have no pity. I'm sorry. I know that your job's on the line, but before you got your job, which probably started before, during, or after COVID, when everybody had the nostalgia boom of they're like, oh, I really want an N64 again because I'm so exhausted and lonely from being at home so much. This spawned the reseller. I'm not just talking the reseller, but the full-time reseller. It's just disgusting, to be honest. Like, it's not just like there's a couple of you out there, and sorry, I'm not picking on the resellers that go out of their way. Like, obviously, if you've got something in a store somewhere that you're buying and there's like hundreds of them in America, different story. Okay, America, you deal with your own shit. If you're in America and you're a reseller, man, I have seen so many videos of the amount of fun stuff you guys find. It seems like there's stuff everywhere. So if you're a reseller in America, please don't take it like I'm attacking you. I'm not attacking you. You're not in my country. I don't give a shit. Do what you need to do. All right? You're a big country with an age-old history of people collecting stuff. I am sure there is unlimited resources out there. I mean, when I put that into context, I'm talking about people showing on the video, oh, I just dropped into a thrift store today, and this is the VHS area I'm going through, and it's like full. And when I'm saying full, it's like all the movies I'm looking for. And yeah, there's rare movies out there, but there's like all this horror, all this thriller, all this science fiction just sitting there, and they're like, no, I've got that one. No, I've got that one. I've got that one. No, I don't need that. Oh, this horror, yeah, that's rare in Australia. Yeah, no, I've got that one. I got 3 of those. America's different. Please don't take it like I'm attacking you. You're a different country. You got your own stuff and your own politics and your own stuff going on. I'm not attacking you. In Australia, we're a small country, and look, we're a big country with a small population around the coastline, for the most part. And when you have op shops and thrift stores here, man, we already don't have that much stuff. The last thing we need is a bunch of resellers coming into our stores, starting at like, you know, lining up at 9 a.m. when they open, and taking all the good shit out. I've seen them do it too, by the way. Don't think I haven't seen them. I've gone in one day early, dropped my kids off, and just decided to randomly drop into an op shop and seen somebody run in, go, good, take that, grab it, scan, to see what the prices are, run out and go to the next op shop and the next op shop and the next op shop. So just clear out all the good shit and just take it out of every store. We don't have that much stuff to give, and that op shop for the day most likely won't have anything else good in it. So I am going to complain about it, and if you don't like that, blow it out your whale hole. It honestly doesn't bother me, because in Australia, not America, other countries where there's an age-old, endless selection of stuff, if you are in Australia and you're a reseller and it's your full-time job, all you're doing is making the rest of us fucking miserable. Okay? So that you can make full-time money off of your job. And if you're running out of stock because you can't find anything in a store, stiff pickies. I have no sympathy. I'm sorry. I got a full-time job. Other people that I know, when I see them online, they have a job on the side, and then reselling is on the side. All right? I get it. You can hate me for it. I don't care. I honestly don't care. If you're a full-time reseller in Australia and this is your full-time job, you're just starving the rest of us that actually have an interest in the scene and upping the price by 5 times the amount. Just don't respect that at all. Now, myself, yes, I've resold once in the last, 2 years, but it's my own stuff. It's my own stuff that I got here. Occasionally I'll go through a store and I'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I have it. If I have it, I'll resell it. But that's the way I work. And you could, rip me apart and say, well, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And that doesn't make sense. Fine, whatever. But I pretty much collect things for me. And if I feel like I'm running out of room, if I feel like I've seen it, I've changed my mind, I don't want it anymore, I'm getting stuff out of my own collection. And I'm reselling stuff out of my own collection. And when I did my recent reselling at the Astor Film Bazaar, I actually sat in this room for a day, or most of a day, And I went through and I'm like, why have I got so many duplicates? Because I can't obviously double check. I think I own this. I think I own it. I'm not too sure. Maybe I don't own it. Maybe I'm doubting myself. I'm selling you the things that I already have twice. Okay, I'm not going out there and going, oh, well, that's worth like $100 and that's worth $70. And I scanned, like, I'm seeing people do it, scanning things. I'll put that back because it's not worth anything. I'll take that because it's worth heaps. Man, you're just scumbags. Like, I'm sorry, you're just scumbags. It's not even that there's like one of you in the city. There's not even like there's 5 of you in the city. There's like hundreds of you guys out there. You're all fighting each other for this stuff. You wake up early in the morning. It just makes me angry, to be honest. What, to make some money? So that you don't have to work a normal job. Is this your dream job? I don't really give a shit, honestly. I don't think you have a dream job. I think your dream job was something else, and that didn't work, so you chose reselling because it was a quick option to make money. And I don't respect that, not even a little bit. So when I see that stuff online in eBay, when I'm like last resort hunting on eBay, you guys are the last people I go through. When I see something as like $500, $100, I'm not going to you guys, man. I will hunt for weeks. I'll put things on like for weeks, and months even, and I'll wait for the ridiculousness to calm down, and start seeing the prices drop because you guys are asking way too much for this shit. You know, you scan. Hopefully, you scan sold items. If you're only scanning one sold item, then that doesn't really gauge. There's no like, you know, arbitrary. A non-arbitrary person that's actually going, well, that's actually worth this amount based on these facts. You guys just see a price and you go, well, I'll make a bit more money. I'll chuck an extra couple of bucks on top. I'll chuck an extra $10 on top. You guys just don't, I don't respect you, okay? In Australia. I'm talking about Australia. In America, please don't be offended, America. Please don't be offended. UK could be different as well. But in Australia, we have a small market for this stuff. And like, I have to hunt 5 times harder just to find something to put in my collection because people come in and they clear it out. I ask people in op shops, oh, do you have VHS? Oh, no, we have a guy who we just call. He's like bought stuff from us before, and now we have him on speed dial because we know he'll turn up and buy everything. Like, fuck, I know you want to make money, but like, how is any of that shit fair for anyone else who wants to walk in and go, well, oh, that's pretty cool, I found that. I don't take everything. The other day I found Dirty Dancing, and I already have it on VHS. So I found it on VHS again. I picked it up and I was like, no, that's for someone else. That's for someone else. Someone else can have that. I've got a copy. Why would I need an extra copy for and put it back? That's my mentality. Why would I want to take something out of someone else's hands when I've already got a copy of it? If I didn't have a copy, I'd buy it. But if I've got a copy, why would I do that to someone? Someone else is going to have the most awesome morning. They're going to turn up, then go through and go, oh, there's nothing in the DVD section, but I found Dirty Dancing on VHS. Cool. I've already got it over there. I'm not taking it out of someone else's hands. That's it. Look, all right, I'm going to leave it there. It really pisses me off, honestly. Because when I hear stories, I'm like, why do you guys have many horror movies? Oh, no, we just sell them to one guy. We just take out all the horror movies and we just sell them to one guy. That just pisses me off. Because it's like, mate, yeah, okay, you're a charity store. You want to make some money off it. But what that means now is you've got this guy on speed dial, or girl on speed dial, and then they just rock up every single day. They pay you cash, and then they go off and they sell it on eBay, or they put it in their store because they know they'll like up the prices. No, I'm going to shut up now. It's pissing me off. All right, but hey, guess what? You can get upset. I can get upset. Whoa, I can get upset. But I found that. Someone's not been paying attention. Somebody, whoever you are, dirty reseller, you're not paying attention because you missed trick or treat. And I got it. So suck it. Freaking dirty resellers. In Australia. All right, let's move on. We did toy talk, so let's talk about the toys. Let's do the bumper again because I spent so long having a freaking meltdown about resellers. In Australia.
Toy talk.
Yeah, all right. We've done it before. Let's do toy talk. Only a couple of things. Let me show them to you in order. So this was in an op shop. I paid more than it would have been worth on the shelf at the time, and I did it on a whim. So this cost $3. They would have been worth around the $2 mark. They could have been $3 even. I don't know, but it's either equal to or more. I paid more or equal to. I just picked up an R2-D2 Hot Wheels. I took the sticker off. I had a $3 sticker on the back. $3. I didn't like the price. I don't think it should have been the same price as it was brand new, but it was savers. So I picked up this hot rod with R2-D2 on it. And I like the image too. It's kind of cool. On the back you get C-3PO, Yoda, Lando, Captain Rex, Bespin Luke Skywalker. Don't know why that's very specifically Bespin Luke Skywalker. Probably because of his grey uniform. Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper. And I said Yoda and C-3PO. But we got R2-D2. I mean, you can't go wrong with R2-D2. So I picked that up. That was pretty cool. I'll put that up there. I picked up... Oh, this was the second thing I picked up. Picked up a plushie. It's actually a Build-A-Bear. And the button doesn't work in his hand. So I don't know how I'm going to change the batteries in it. Because I think that Build-A-Bear has to do the repairs on it to change the batteries. But it's a Build-A-Bear. You can tell by the hands. Can I show you the hands? Build-A-Bear. B-A-B. Build-A-Bear. It was only a couple of bucks. So I picked him up. Groot. Baby Groot maybe. Or Groot. And it's definitely legit because it's got the labels. Wrong way. There we go. Is that showing you? Guardians of the Galaxy. Build-A-Bear Workshop. Now it has a... What, this hand? This hand? It's got a very hard... You can see if I squeeze it. Got a very hard box in there. Round thing. That's where the batteries are on the button. You could say Groot, 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 but it doesn't work anymore. And there's no zipper. But I think that's pretty cool. I mean, like for a couple of bucks. Yeah, he's a bit faded on the back. I don't know if they're all like that. Two-tone. Baby Groot. There you go. Pretty cool. Last thing I picked up. I went to JB to see if they had any other deals going on. And I have quite a large... Well, I wouldn't say large. Where are they? They're up there. I'm a huge Dune fan, and I like the new movies. I didn't love the ending of the second movie, but I like both of them equally. Dune, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dune Funko Pops, but I didn't have this one, and I had it for $10, so I picked it up. There's the label. Rotten Roddy, $10, and I picked up Stilgar. Got a buy two, get one free. It should have an image on this side, so let's twist it around. So that's Stilgar with his worm hooks. He hooks onto the worm. And picked it up. Because really, I haven't seen any Dune stuff for ages. And they must have had old stock. So you've got Fade Raltha. I think this is the second or third iteration. Gurney Halleck, Chani. I've got Chani. Don't have Paul Atreides. I've got Stilgar now, Fade Raltha, Harkonnen, and Princess Irulan. So now I can take the sticker off the front and the other sticker off the front. Hopefully I don't wreck this cover. And by the way, if you find anything I say too opinionated, you can understand. I always talk about at the beginning of my videos. I'm not here to punish individuals based on where they're from, what their name is, race, creed, sexual preference. I don't care about any of that stuff. I really don't. Like, it's not my business who you are and what you do in terms of like who you choose to love, what country you're from, what religion you choose. That's not what I'm here for. It's not what I'm here for, okay? So, you know, when I'm pissed off about something, I'm pissed off about some facts, all right? And if I get pissed off about things like who's reselling what and who's taking something out of someone else's pocket, who's just a human being, yeah, bad things happen all around the world. I get it, all right? What I'm going through or what someone else is going through in terms of what they collect is such a minuscule thing. It is. It really, really is. But I'm an opinionated channel, and I'm going to only get more opinionated. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you do watch this and you think you're a dick, I don't know why you're making a big deal of this, or I'm a reseller and you just make me feel like shit. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't care. I don't care about that. I care if you're a good person. I care if you're like, you know, being a human being to other people. I don't care. I don't care if you're offended that you're a reseller and you live in Australia. And I don't care that you drive around to 20 stores every single day and take away all the fun things that we want to collect. And that makes you feel offended that I'm offended. I don't care. And if you don't care as well, then, well, we both don't care. But I care that you're taking it away. And I'm going to say it. If you're just somebody out there to make a quick buck, and I know so many people like that out in the world, quick buck. Oh, look, there's an opening in the market. Let me just insert my dirty ass into there and make use of it. Oh, what about those? Don't worry about them. I'm making a quick buck. And when that dies off, I'll turn my eyesight into something else. You're not my people. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it out loud. So just know my heart's in a good place. But man, I'm going to call out bullshit. Still go. I've taken the sticker off. I just wanted you to see it. Don't take more than you need. Right? That's something I grew up learning. Don't take more than you need. If you see 10 of something and it's really cheap, why buy 10 of them? Leave some for the other people. It's like what really infuriates me about the Pokemon crisis with the card game. You see these absolute dickhead lowlives go into the store and fill a whole trolley up with 50 of the Pokemon card sets and not leave any for a single person else that's going in there because they know they can resell them for an extra $10, $20 each online. Scumbags. You're just scumbags. Sorry. You are. And people are calling them out. I'm going to call them out. You scumbags. Yeah? Make a quick buck off of someone else's fun because you know that, when they'll eventually turn to me because they can't find it and I found it, so they'll come to me. You're a scumbag. Just a scumbag. You're low life. Don't really care about you, mate. Don't care about your, I'm a good person. No, you're not. You're not a good person. You're a fucking low life. That's the be all and end all. At the end of the day, be a fair person. So when I had my stall at Astor Film Bazaar, and you might say, well, you had a stall at Astor Film Bazaar. Well, that's great that you remember that. But you know what I did at my stall at Astor Film Bazaar? A lot of the things I was selling were like $50, $60, $40. If something was $40, I had it for $10, $15. If something was $20, I had it for $5. If something was like $70, I had it for $50. If something was $100, I'd probably still have it for about $40 or $50. I didn't really overcharge anyone. I was just like, I've got all this stuff on the table. Is this fair? Is that okay with you? You know, if people didn't like it, they moved on. That's okay as well. Give everyone a chance. So if you want to throw me under the bus, there's nothing to throw. All right? I'm not here to rip people off. Anyway, moving on. Stilgar. Yeah, really happy with Stilgar. He's going to go up there with, you can see them just up. Gosh, it's really hard to do this. Up there. There. Want those three and the three above them. So that'll fit, that will make 6. I've got 6 June toys. 6 June toys. Okay, there's my toys. We're getting really late. Actually, I need to slowly start winding down because I don't remember when I started. We're going to move on to a...
It's got a fruity bouquet.
Oh, no. We know it's got a fruity bouquet. We had some beer before, now we're on to the tequila and the soda with lime. So nice. We're going to talk about, we'll have to do a bio break in a minute. I will have to do a toilet break in a minute. I was going to do trailer trash, but I think I need to take a break before that. But let us do something else. Let's do trailer trash.
Trailer trash.
Let's do trailer trash. We can talk about. Let's talk about. What can we talk about? We'll talk about one of the movies we'll talk about before. Let's do Azrael. The movie we saw the Blu-ray for that I picked up. Let's do the trailer trash for Azrael. Let's go change screens. I need to widen that. We need to go back to YouTube. We're going to Azrael trailer. Give me a chance to have a drinky. Let me make sure this is the right one. This is 2024. This will be the one. Let's pause it. Let's go to full screen. Hang on. How many minutes is this? Yeah, if we get a longer one, I'll go outside while it's happening, but I don't have a longer one. So let's just go to desktop screen. Here I am down here. Hello. Hello, I'm down here. Let's play the trailer. You ready? Let's go. And full screen. This is a good trailer. It's a black creature. She escapes. She runs. What you don't see is the actual black creature takes out a bunch of the people that have captured her. So now they're sending out everyone to go hunt her down. No one can talk because you can see the scar. They've all had their voice box cut. Oh, it looks so good. How good is it? Let's get this reduce. Hang on, I gotta pause this. Pause, reduce, back to me. All right, back to me. Let's find another trailer. For trailer trash. Should we do one that we bought a Blu-ray for? Not everything. Let's watch Storm Warning. Let's do the Storm Warning trailer. Storm Warning. Storm Warning. Storm Warning. By the way, Rad is trailer. Rad is being 4K'd, 4K and Blu-ray by Umbrella Entertainment. It will be due in June this year. They're doing pre-orders. So yeah, very excited. I'm only really excited because they're doing 4K and Blu-ray in one case. I don't have a 4K player, but if they include the Blu-ray in it, I'll be really excited to do a pre-order. It is about $80 though, so you know, not necessarily something everyone wants to do. Okay, let's do the Storm Warning trailer. Let me just get ready. Yep. Pretty brutal movie. Let's go back to desktop cam. There we go. We're going to make this full screen. And we're going to go. Be prepared.
Weather's changed.
We've been going in circles. We can't float, we can't walk. I'm cold and I'm tired now.
Come on, hon. There's nothing we can do about it.
We were just out boating and we got lost.
He's a real Aussie actor.
What? You thought you'd make yourself at home. You fuck about in the water. Treat yourself to our private fucking property and then you bitch and moan because we ain't got a fucking phone. We gotta get out of this house. They will not let us go. The fucking truck! What? What am I?
My father said to me once, catch a mad dog, you must think like a mad dog. Only matter.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got that on. Hang on, I gotta pause it. Got that on Blu-ray, so pretty good. I will have to. Oops, now I gotta change it back to Roddy Cam. Do one more. I'll have to get rid of my DVD. I'll have to get rid of my DVD. What other movie should I do? What other movie should I do? What did I get on Blu-ray? I could do... We'll do the Moonfall. We'll do Moonfall. I don't know if anyone's seen it, Moonfall, but let's do Moonfall. Not the greatest trailer, but it's okay. Let's do Moonfall. Nearly 4 o'clock. I need to wind this down. Moonfall trailer. Which one's the longest? No, I'm not doing reviews. I'm not doing opening scenes. We'll do this one. Official trailer. Nope. Take you back to the beginning. Make you widescreen. Back to desktop screen. Let's do Moonfall. This is Moonfall. I now own it on Blu-ray. So let's watch the trailer for it. You ready? Steady, go.
If you're watching this, then you know by now a huge problem is heading our way. An emergency meeting is being called at our usual place immediately. Free bagels.
Oh, Sam. Is this Sam from
I've made a shocking discovery.
Game of Thrones?
I need you to get me in touch with NASA immediately.
Well, NASA and I aren't really on speaking terms these days.
Well, that'll change.
Of course, we'll do mail after this one. We'll wind it up.
It's out of orbit.
There's no need to panic.
I'm not crazy!
Why are they lying about all this?
It's too late to stop.
You knew all this was happening before NASA.
You're the unidentified source?
Oh, yes.
We're dealing with an intelligent entity. We're planning a mission to attack this thing. I'm asking you for your help.
Looks a little bit
Say yes,
corny.
Brian.
I need you to be brave.
If the moon really is what you think it is, suit up.
You have got a big gravity wave coming your way. You have to launch now.
Did he say gravity wave?
Trouble on the way.
We're underwater, guys! That's crazy.
So it says an entity, some kind of entity.
What's the plan?
Save the moon, save Earth.
It's kind of ridiculous, but you know that it's going to be.
It's flying itself!
Wait for it. Let's go, you son of a...
Yes! Hang on! Everybody, hang on!
I'm gonna get you home.
It's on airplane mode.
Yeah, it's still going to be fun. Come on, don't be like that. It's going to be fun.
Now, it's fair to say that a lot of my critics...
No, sorry, I like you, Critical Drinker. But we're going to go back to Roddy Cam. I do like the Critical Drinker, but he picks at a lot of things that I think you don't need to pick at. And I love you, Critical Drinker, I really do. Man, you got some hot takes on a lot of things, but this movie wasn't made to be spectacular. And it's going to have flaws, and it's going to be problematic, because it's just a dumb science fiction movie made to be dumb and exciting. That's it. So, if you can't see through that, I don't know, man. Once again, I really like you, dude, but don't pick at everything. Some things are just dumb movies. All right, so that was Trailer Trash. We're going to do mail next. We haven't done mail for a bit, but it's going to be our last segment. Give me a second. I am going to go to... We'll do... This is an old Be Right Back. Let's put this on. Be right back. I'm just going to do a little wee. I'll be back. All right, calm down, in it. Sorry, it took me a while, but I'm back. Here you go. All right, let's do. Thank you for your patience. Let's do mail. We are on the wind down, guys. I'm just letting you know that, so you're not disappointed. Because I'm so popular that people get disappointed. I need to close this screen off as well. No, don't do that. Reduce. Did you like the trailers we played? Tell me what trailers you want to see. We'll play the trailers. I mean, I know you can do it yourself, but tell me what trailers you want to see, and we can play the trailers. Where are the other things on my screen? What? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, cool. We've had one live viewer tonight. Not too surprised. Let us go to mail. Mail. Welcome to mail. It's been 2 weeks in the making. I've got it right here. I blanked out my name, so I'm not giving anything away. They didn't write anything on the back, which is good. My name's been taken off the front. Let's open it up. It's going to be the quickest mail ever. It's been a while since I bought anything by mail. To be honest, I'm just playing catch up with my afterpays and stuff, so I'm getting there, which is really good. Like I said, self-sustainable. I don't like to do things that are like, oh, I've maxed out this and I've maxed out that. I have a very strict policy of trying to make sure I keep on top of things. I do not like being behind on anything. I do not like feeling like I owe people for anything. I always aim to be like, I now own that. I now own that. I now own that. All these things are owned. I don't pay anything on them anymore. They're mine. And that's always the way I go with any collectible items. I cannot go. I got a family. I cannot spend all this money on this stuff and just kind of go, oh, well, you guys just, whatever happens to you, doesn't matter as long as I got my stuff. That's not the way I work. I work around it. I budget. I use Afterpay like a budgeting. He's put a nice protector on it. He or she. I don't need that though. Get rid of that. Also, I've got the Phantom Menace playing on VHS over there. I'm not really watching it. I've just had it playing to fill up that screen. I've got Stargate SG-1 playing on there. And I've got this movie. Have you guessed which movie it is yet? Anybody my age should guess it by now. And here's what I got from my mail. Anyone? It's a CD. It's music. I owned this. I owned it. I owned some rare stuff. And then I sold it because I was like, now I need to move on. I've had this for a while and I don't need all this stuff anymore. And then, obviously, like a dickhead, instantly regretted it and bought it again. So I bought Losing Your Marbles by Fur. Now, just to give all due respect where respect is earned, my brother found Fur. Fur is the band. Fur, Losing Your Marbles. Found Fur way before me. He used to go and see her live, her, the singer, and the band live in Newcastle and other places. Great band. Fantastic band. Alternative, not really punk, more like alternative rock, but really cool stuff. But yeah, Fur is a great band. Yeah, and I had a collection of Fur stuff. I ended up selling it all. And actually, one of them was a bit rare, and I shouldn't have sold it. But I did, and I can't get it back. So I found Losing Your Marbles. Jimmy Rogers. I had Jimmy Rogers, the EP. Sold that. Shouldn't have. Should not have. In fact, I think my brother had a bit of a crush on the singer of Fur. I might be wrong. Yeah, it came with a poster, so this folds out into a poster. I mean, I don't know what you do with your album cover. If you put it up as a poster, you don't have an album cover anymore. But yeah, so really colourful, really cool. Fold this the right way around. That's the cover, that's the inside. And inside of that, obviously I showed you the poster, you've got that. I didn't pay too much for Losing Your Marbles, but Jimmy Rogers, I shouldn't have sold that. And the disc is, yeah, dusty. Slight scratches here and there, but very clean. Very clean for what it is. Yeah, happy. So that's what I've got. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too deflating. The back cover looks really cool. Big Red Crab, Double Head, Hank and Jesse, The Refugees, Dancing Man and Blue Lady. So it's a 6-track. It's got the Fur label on the board shorts. And what was the year? 1995. At Festival Studios, produced and engineered and mixed by Kevin Caveman Shirley. Band photo by Michael Davies. Kim on vocals and guitars, Mindy on bass, and Simon on drums. And Fellaheen, was that the album? Yeah, Fellaheen. Distribution company. Losing Your Marbles, Fur, great album. I mean, album, it's 6 tracks, but it's still an album. It's not 4 tracks, so it's not an EP. But yeah, very cool. I really wish I kept Jimmy Rogers. Great little, I don't think it was a single, I think it was an EP. Great little EP. So I'm really happy to have that, and that's it. That's all I got to show you today. I could do more things. I could do what overpriced stuff is on eBay. I could do a bunch of other stuff, but I'm not, because it is now 4 in the morning, 4:03. And I promised I'd be here, and I'm really sorry that I was late. Honestly, from my heart, it wasn't meant to be at 1:30. I've been trying to get in earlier. But Mike, thank you, Mike. I rewired you so that you can go down this side of my computer, not this side of my computer, because for some reason that USB over there does not like him anymore, and only this one likes him anymore. It took me an hour to figure that out. So, Mike, Rotten Roddy was my bad books for a while, but now you're in my bad books. So now I've got to check again every week before I get too cocky and think that every episode is going to be the same. Now I've got to watch out for Mike. Mike, Roddy and Mike, you've been talking to each other? Don't know. Whatever you're spreading, don't spread it. Thank you guys for being here. The one live viewer that dropped in, watched me for half an episode and disappeared, thank you very much. I don't know if it was Mark or someone else, but whoever you were, thank you very much for dropping in. To my replay crew, I know you're going to drop in and say hello. Leave it. Do what Retro Toy Princess does and put replay crew in the replay crew comments. Let me know you're there. I'll say something. What do you like? What do you not like? Are you a dirty reseller? Do you take offense to my comments? Please let me know that you hate me. I don't mind. Give me a thumbs down. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Gosh, I'd love it if you subscribe. If you subscribe, that would be fantastic. You can always unsubscribe later. It's not a problem. But if you subscribe today, no biggie. You get sick of my content, you can always literally unsubscribe later on. No problemo. Yeah, anything helps. I'm a small channel. I've got 150 subscribers, 152 now subscribers. So like a dislike, a comment, a share. Guys, share it with your mate, your cousin, your mum. I know your pen pal overseas. I don't really mind. I'm just here to talk about physical media, movies, music, toys, pop culture. I mean, like, I got a ton of stuff I haven't even started on yet. I've got like a shelf of PlayStation games. So it's PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, sorry, is down there. PlayStation 4. I've got 2 full shelves of PlayStation 2 up there. PS4 up there. PSP, PS Vita. I got PlayStation 3 down here. I've got Wii U over there, a whole shelf of Wii U. I got some Wii as well, and a bunch of other stuff's tucked in the corner. I've got Nintendo. Which Nintendos do I have down here? Oh, I've actually got some PlayStation 2s down there too. I don't know why I put them down there. But I've got some Game Boy. I've got a bunch of other stuff down there. So if you're interested in any of that, let me know. If you want to hear about more of my games, let me know, because I got some rare games up here. Not like hundreds and hundreds of dollars of rare, but quite rare. I've got some quite rare games up there that we should probably talk about. If you want reviews on it, please let me know in the comments if you want reviews on games. Something I've been wanting to delve into, but I just haven't put any time into it because we're talking about other physical media. I've got tons of Blu-rays. I've got a bunch of toys. I've got DVDs up the wahoo. Anything you want to know, let me know. If you got a question for me, please. If you got a question, please put it in the comments. Any question. If I feel like the question is too personal, I won't answer it. If it's any other question and it doesn't feel too personal, I'll answer it. We'll answer it on a Doom vlog. If you want to get a response, if you want to get a reply, if you've got a story to tell me, if you've got something you want to know, something you want to say, put it in the comments. All right? All of that stuff is important, and I'm more than happy to talk about it. And also, join the chat. Chat is where it's at. Chat is where it's at, mate. All right, look, it's past 4. I should let it go so I can watch at least 2 hours of movies before I go to sleep. I've had a beer. I've had a tequila, lime, and soda, which was actually really nice. I got another one in the fridge. I might save that for another time. And yeah, here we are in the Neon Doom room. I still got a bunch of stickers. If you're interested in a sticker, let me know. Let me know. I might even send you some. I might even send you this and something else. Who knows? If you'd like a sticker, let me know. Something in the comments. If you say, hey, I want a sticker in the comments, well, you can have a chat. We'll have a chat about what we can do about that. I've also got a bunch of duplicates. Here's some of my Blu-rays. Sorry, Here's some of the DVDs that I'm swapping for Blu-rays. Can you see what's there? Roddy will be able to show you some of them. I've got the whole Matrix collection. Got Red Sonja, Mario Bros, the original 80s Mario Bros. Or was it 90s? Repo Man, Barbarella, the Librarian collection. We've got Batman Begins, Hang 'em High, Transformers. This is the Dark of the Moon. I can't read that. Pretty in Pink, though. I think I might put that back because that's with the pink case. Look, pink case. That was a swap. I think it was 16 Candles I need to swap over, but I'll double check that. I've got the Rocky. I've got Black Death. Great movie. I've got Chicago. I've got Punisher and Punisher Warzone. Some VHS tapes, Transformers, obviously on Blu-ray, and some other things here that I've got duplicates of. Duplicates, or I've changed to Blu-ray. There's a bunch of other horror movies, obviously, we talked about tonight, that I'm going to pull them out and get them out of the DVD section and put them in here so I can get rid of them. Once again, when I resell, and I know that you're going to get your arms, you know, what's the saying? Go up in arms that I'm saying dirty resellers. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not sorry at all. Because if you just resell occasionally and you're not really a market kind of person and you've just got some stuff going on and you're trying to sell it, fine. If you're a full-time reseller, you suck. I'm sorry. You're just making use of other people's pain and suffering trying to find stuff and doubling, tripling, quadrupling, five-tupling the price because that's what eBay tells you the price is worth. Right? You suck. Sorry. You do. If you don't like that, put it in the comments. If you think I'm a dickhead, put it in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, oh my God, put it in the comments. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you take the fun out of collecting. It sort of happened in the 90s, earlier on, when op shops were fun and we used to all go and we were playing in bands, and suddenly some of that stuff, like the clothing, became a big deal. Yeah, we hated it then as well. And then it like went away and it came back, and it came back because of COVID. You're not doing anything groundbreaking. You're just cheap. It's a cheap dollar you're trying to make. And really, you're just ripping people off. Honestly, like a lot of the stuff you're selling is not worth it. And once again, I'm going on too much about it. But if you don't like it, put it in the comments. I'll read it. I don't have to fucking care. All right. If you have a YouTube channel and you don't like that I've said it, make a YouTube channel update about it. Put my name out there. That's cool. I'm more happy for that. Ultimately, at the end of the day, when you're making 5 times the price of something that's not worth the price, you suck. You basically suck. You take things off the shelf that other people could be buying because you can make money off of it, but somebody else just have it in their collection and go for a good hunt. You suck. You basically suck. All right? Just stop being like that. You're going to run dry eventually, and when you run dry, no one's going to shed a tear for you. No one's going to care that you have to go back to an office job. No one's going to care. I won't care. I'll make sure everyone else doesn't care. All right? So just go get a life. Do something fun. All right? Have a goal. Reselling is not a goal. It's just a temporary thing. It's going to run out. Once again, Americans, please don't take offense. Anybody in the UK that, you know, if there's plenty of things out there, enjoy your life. All right? You don't have the scarcity we have in Australia. We just have ultimate scarcity. Yeah, enjoy your life, guys. If that's your job and in the UK, in America, and it's just a great job to have, and there's plenty out there, and there's plenty for everyone, bless. Okay, respect you. All good. Australians, suck it. All right, guys, BZ in the Neon Doom Room. I'm going to leave it there because I'm really tired. I'm really sweaty. This fan's not doing much for me. And I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to pack up your Panthers. You know, the long day. Don't leave them lying around. Pack up your Panthers. Tickle your tangerines, because when they've been sitting in the bowl for so long, they get a bit moldy. Do you know why they get moldy? Because you don't tickle them. You got to tickle them. You got to tickle them and turn them. So you got to tickle and turn your tangerines. Tickle them, turn them, so those mold spots don't grow. Because when you tickle them, the mold doesn't want to grow, and you got to turn them so that they actually have a new spot to sit. Very important. All right. So pack up your Panthers and tickle and turn your tangerines, and have a good one. Don't forget to say goodnight to your dog for me and pat your mum, and shake hands with your auntie. And have a good night. And I'll see you on the next Doom vlog. If you're collecting anything, please let me know in the comments. I would love, and I'm not joking, I'm not pissing into the wind. I would love to know what you're collecting. You know, your horror, your action. I don't know. You tell me. I would love that conversation about it. Have a good one, guys. Love you. Leave you. BZ in the Neon Doom Room. Roddy in the Neon Doom Room. Mike. Fucking Mike. Mike in the Neon Doom Room. You better behave yourself next weekend, Mike. Out. Have a good one. Love you. Leave you. Goodbye.
It's got a fruity bouquet.
What do they say? He can't hold his liquor. What?